It's the Kings and the Trailblazers. Let's get you out to Arco for the tip.
The Blazers and the Kings that have really had some unbelievable games. The last 12 innings, it's been split, and 6 decided by 6 points or less. You see the multiple overtime games. So Kings and Blazers, they normally play very exciting basketball right down to the wire. Ron Garretson, Bill Kennedy, Zach Zarber, the officials working the ball game here this evening from Sacramento.
Well, as Maurice Cheek said, certainly that front line presents a lot of defensive problems for the Kings. Brisbella, Theo Ratliff, Patterson, all outstanding defensive players and shot blockers.
Sacramento has the ball, and they'll also have it to start the fourth quarter. Again, Bibby, Mobley with Stojakovic, Miller, and Weber. Sacramento yesterday winning a close game down in Los Angeles against the Clippers. A 6-point victory. Stojakovic from 15, 2-0.
Well, great move by Peja Stojakovic to escape from Ruben Patterson, an excellent one-on-one defender, and I'm sure that's why he's out there to make it tough on Peja. Couldn't that time.
Mobley starts off on Stoudemire. Bibby on Van Exel, and here's Ratliff. Missed it, and we have seen a lot of second chance and third chance the last 2 games, and Portland unable to really take advantage of that, but that's a very disturbing theme for Sacramento here in the first minute after what we saw yesterday and on Saturday, Jerry.
Yeah, if you're a Kings fan, you're getting a little scared of seeing the other team just play with the ball.
And Weber with a driving layup is fouled, and he'll go to the line and try to make it 4-0.
Watch a nice individual move by Peja Stojakovic. A little ball fake to the outside, comes to the inside, fades away, and gets a nice 15-footer. Now a little give and go from Brad Miller to Chris Webber, and Chris Webber able to draw the contact from Prisbilla.
First foul on Prisbilla. Webber shooting very well from the line this year. He's at 78%. Good overall numbers. And that free throw stroke, as we were commenting on yesterday down at the Staples Center, looks probably as good as it has since his arrival in Sacramento 7 seasons ago.
Yeah, I think it's just his overall shooting stroke. It's something he spent a lot of time working on, and no question it's starting to show.
So the Kings score the first 4. And Stoudemire has to chase to the timeline. And the shot clock now at 10 seconds for Ruben Patterson. Nice defense by Stojakovic to cut him off. And we've seen that before. Nick Van Exel from downtown, and it's a 1-point game.
Yes, sir. Nick Van Exel. We've seen it before, and we'll see it again. Yeah, with Nick Van Exel capable of a 40-plus game at any time, and Damon Stoudemire already having scored 54 in a game.
Mobley is driving layup, no. Prisbilla, and the outlet to Stoudemire, and the Blazers look for their first lead. Van Exel, who 2 years ago in the playoffs against Sacramento was flat out unguardable. Stoudemire. And Miller, long outlet, Weber. He'll have to really sprint to catch up with it, and even 3-4 years ago, Webb would not have gotten to that ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure even Bob Hayes in his heyday, I'm not sure would have come to that one.
Good old number 22. You're right. I don't think he would have run that down either. So it's a turnover for Sacramento.
Well, that's what frustrates Rick Adelman. You know, when you don't rebound well, you sure hate to see a good defensive rebound wasted.
And Stoudemire now starts off the game with another miss. He's 0 of 3 here in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Brad Miller. And he continues with the struggling from the perimeter. That not even close, Jerry.
Yeah,
wide open 17 feet away.
Yeah, definitely. He's just not even shooting the ball like comfortably like he once did. That ball was kind of thrown in the general direction, but he's such a good shooter. I don't really know what's happened, but against this big and mobile front line, especially a defensive-oriented front line, Brad needs to make that shot.
Van Exel with the first 5 points for Portland. They've got the lead. And Ruben Patterson knocks it out of the hands of Stojakovic with 8 to shoot.
Now watch Nick Van Exel. The quickness explodes by Mobley, and nobody can get there in time.
There's Mike Bibby from 18 feet away. Rims out. And it will be Theo Ratliff running it down for Portland. Blazers 2 of 7. Sacramento 1 of 4. Oh, nice pass to Ratliff from Van Exel. And it's a 3-point Portland lead.
Well, Theo Ratliff at 6'11", very mobile, and Nick Van Exel just threw it up in the general area of the rim, and Ratliff went and got it.
Portland a 7-0 run after the Kings scored the first 4. Off the back of the iron from Cuttino Mobley. Look out, Patterson beats the Kings down the floor, and a layup, 9-4, and that can't be too pleasing to the Kings coaching staff, namely Rick Adam, and the Kings got beat badly in transition.
Yeah, gorgeous pass from Nick Van Exel, led a sprinting Patterson right to the hoop.
Nice pass. Stojakovic may have gotten away with a little travel. Brad Miller with a beautiful pass.
Boy, Brad Miller, as you said, a little backdoor hit on Peja Stojakovic as he slashed to the hoop, but Brad a couple assists already.
Stoudemire off the hesitation. Now Patterson into the lane. Patterson offensive rebound, put back, and the foul, and Portland now has a chance to go up by 6.
That's just a nice lob from Nick Van Exel. Just throws it up in the air, sees Theo Ratliff coming in down the middle of the lane, and here's as Ratliff misses this jump shot. You see it comes off so short and quick. Patterson right there for the follow, draws the foul.
Jerry, the Kings already being out-rebounded 7-3 with 7:51 left here in the first.
Yeah, it's really going to take a 5-man effort on the defensive board. Really, guards got to get involved. All the front line should be involved every time because that's a big, mobile front line. Theo Ratliff, very athletic, long, and of course Chris Villa at 7'1", very long as well. And of course Patterson, excellent on every phase other than shooting.
So Portland on a 12-2 run. Oh, nice pass, Weber to Miller, and Brad Miller with an easy basket. Maybe that will get him going.
Well, you see the Kings big men, Chris Weber, Brad Miller, probably the 2 best in the league at the 4 and the 5. Just nobody can pass like those 2 guys.
Now Stoudemire drops it back for Van Exel. Shot clock at 4. Van Exel. And that rebound Stojakovic.
Yeah, Peja already with a couple of rebounds. That's a good sight.
Well, Stojakovic missed a layup. Beautiful setup from Bibby, and back come the Portland Trailblazers.
Boy, just a beautiful pass from Mike Bibby. Peja just missed it.
Deflected by Miller, and the Kings with numbers. It's a 4-on-2. Stojakovic run down by Mobley. Now Miller playing with his back to the basket. He has a mouse in the house, and he missed it. Van Exel was guarding him, and Brad Miller misses his second shot in 3 attempts. Brad Miller had the mismatch, Jerry, with Van Exel guarding him.
Yeah, he really did, but wasn't able to take advantage, so at least he knew he had to try.
10 on the shot clock, and a blind pass. Van Exel to Stoudemire. Stoudemire was not looking. It actually was a good pass.
You see the great pass from Chris Weber to cutting Brad Miller, and Brad Miller gets the throw down. So Miller and C. Webb definitely on the same page.
And Mobley misses from downtown. Cuttino Mobley. That shot missed by a foot. Oh, Weber stepped in front of the passing lane. A lead for Mobley. Bibby is trailing. And that's a beautiful pass by Cuttino Mobley. Did not even look at Mike Bibby, and it's a 2-point game.
Well, that was. We're seeing some great passing. We're seeing some terrible outlet passing, though, thus far. We've seen a couple opportunities for layups, and the pass is just too long.
Przybilla rolls to the basket. Van Exel put it right on the money. Przybilla knocked out of his hands. He gets it back. Stoudemire with a quick move into the lane, and he draws the foul. Non-shooting, and there is a timeout on the floor. 5 minutes, 31 seconds left here in the first, and Portland with a 2-point lead.
No matter what the sport, anytime athletes sweat, they lose more than just water. Gatorade puts back the sodium, potassium, and carbs all athletes need to perform at their best. Water does not.
Like to save big? No one makes it easier than Radio Shack. Our Big Easy clearance sale is easy to get to because it's right in your neighborhood. And the savings are easy to find with yellow tags on all clearance items. Your RC headquarters has savings of 25 to 60% on select radio-controlled vehicles, 25 to 60% savings on select educational toys, and more. It's big, it's easy, it's the Radio Shack Big Easy Clearance Sale. Come celebrate the savings. Radio Shack, you've got questions, we've got answers.
I've been to many games. When I was younger, I used to go to the Philadelphia, it was then called the Spectrum, to watch the 76ers play. Dr. J.
Irving with the dunk shot.
I do like the slam dunk from halfway across the court.
Kobe flying to the basket.
But I do like the occasional three-pointer from way, halfway in the court, which I think they should make like a 5-pointer. I absolutely love this game.
Well, Portland has a 2-point lead, and we now look at the Cache Creek question of the game, brought to you by Cache Creek Casino and Resort, California's finest casino resort. Who holds the Kings franchise record for most points in a game? We'll have that answer for you a little bit later in the telecast. Bobby Jackson out throughout the regular season. You can see the cast on that left hand, wrist, and arm.
Yeah, Bobby's kind of decked out there. Pretty sporty look, I think. Actually, that cap, it looks very similar to the guy who dropped off a package at my house this morning. I'm going to have to ask him about that.
That's right. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. Portland, they've now missed 3 of their last 4. Nice pass to Przybilla from Stoudemire.
Well, that was a great pass from Stoudemire, and that's exactly where Przybilla can score from, and that's pretty much it. It needs to be a dunk.
Hey, we want to welcome our national audience watching this game on NBA TV tonight. I'm Grant Napier along with Joey Reynolds. Glad to have you aboard on a Tuesday night from Sacramento. As Chris Webber with the outside pop. Sacramento 25-11. Portland 15-21. And Portland with a 2-point lead. And for Chris Webber, he's got a field goal and 2 free throws for 4 points. Here's Stoudemire. Now Mobley drops back now Van Exel, and Van Exel hits the 3, and Van Exel has 8 first-quarter points.
Well, you can see the Portland, the guards just run off of screens, spread the floor, look for their shots, try to create offense for the 3 big guys.
Now Bibby with a 3. Nope, and it's run down by Theo Ratliff. Same 5 on the floor for both ball clubs. After that last timeout, Portland dominating the boards early, 13-5. Van Exel and Ratliff. Second chance points again for Portland. That's 7 second chance points already.
Well, that's a continuing problem for this Kings team. Just here again, defensive rebounding. And there's no question if there's a weakness on this team, that's it.
5 offensive rebounds for Portland here in the first quarter. Weber, same spot, different result. Short, comes out to Bibby. Alley-oop, Weber, bad pass, picked off by Ratliff. It never had a chance, and now the Blazers come back 4-on-4. Here is Van Exel. Careless pass by Van Exel, and Portland turns it over for the 4th time.
Well, again, that's fortunate for the Kings. You see Van Exel missing the shot, and there's Theo Ratliff just going up. The ball is out of the cylinder, and he throws it down through the cylinder.
Ratliff has 4 points and 5 rebounds already. Now Bibby against Stoudemire. Nicely done.
Well, Chris Webber very wise. Sees a size advantage. Mike Bibby 3 inches taller than Stoudemire and taking advantage.
Mike just letting Damon know who's the best player out of Arizona.
He just wanted to remind him, just saying, I'm number 1 Wildcat, you're number 2 or 3.
Oh, Van Exel just walked right in there.
I mean, Nick Van Exel is quick. I'm not sure he's that quick.
No.
He definitely shouldn't be able to get through every white shirt.
10 for Van Exel. Here's Mobley, and he misses from 3. And the rebound again taken by Ratliff, his 6th. So he's already above his season average in rebounds, which is 5.2. And a timeout for Portland, and the Blazers with their biggest lead here in the first quarter, 21-14.
streaming video highlights, news, scores, schedules, and more. NBA action delivered directly to you on select Nokia video phones. Nokia, connecting people.
Hi, guys.
Congratulations! You've launched the pink slip virus. Your office is now infected. They'll soon trace it back to you. Good luck finding a new job. Congratulations! Congratulations!
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly on Southwest Airlines with our $39 to $149 internet specials to 59 destinations nationwide.
You are now free to move about the country.
Like to save big? No one makes it easier than Radio Shack. Our Big Easy clearance sale is easy to get to because it's right in your neighborhood. And the savings are easy to find with yellow tags on all clearance items. Your RC headquarters has savings of 25 to 60% on select radio-controlled vehicles, 25 to 60% savings on select educational toys, and more. It's big, it's easy, it's the Radio Shack Big Easy clearance sale. Come celebrate the savings. Radio Shack, you've got questions, we've got answers.
Well, Nick Van Exel, if you had an all-opponent team, he'd be probably first or second on it from the Kings' viewpoint. And Jerry, when you talk about Nick Van Exel, you're just talking about a guy that just tortures them every time they meet.
Well, man, mainly because he can do these kinds of things. Goes, fakes left, goes right, gets all the way to the basket. You already saw the three. Just penetrates a little stutter step and throws the ball up. Lets Theo Ratliff get it. Now finds Damon Stoudemire, who kicks back for another long ball. Nick Van Exel can score every way that can be, and the ball is just his for the owning as he gets all the way to the basket one more time. Kings do not have an answer for Nick Van Exel tonight. Don't seem to have ever had an answer. You see the 2003 playoffs versus Dallas, 25 points, 52% in the floor, 45 from 3
Yeah,
points.
he won the series all by himself pretty much.
I mean, he was a monster.
All right, Kings have gone to the bench here. They put Maurice Evans in along with Darius Singala. Same 5 on the floor for Mo Cheeks. There's no reason for him to change. He likes what he sees. So now Evans will guard Van Exel, or try to. And that's short. That's from about 25 feet away.
Well, maybe a little extra size will bother him. That's you know, that's what you call hoping. You know, you try different things for a great score and just hope it'll throw him off a little.
Stojakovic on a beautiful pass from Weber. Now Singala from Stojakovic.
That was an excellent move by Peja to find Darius Singala. He was kind of cut off. I don't know exactly why Darius was there, but the pass was perfect to Peja on that behind the back.
Bibby almost able to get his hand on that ball. Shot clock now at 8 for Stoudemire. Ratliff, tough shot. And Mo Evans high up for that rebound. I'll tell you, you want to watch a fun battle tonight? Keep your eye on Mo Evans and Ruben Patterson going for the ball off the glass. Bibby, a corner 3. And it's taken away by Van Exel. And Van Exel makes it to Patterson to 23 to 16 game. Van Exel setting up Ruben Patterson, and Kings playing giveaway there. And for Sacramento, it's their 3rd turnover.
Well, and led directly to a layup, so those are the worst kind.
Nice catch by Mike Bibby, and a beautiful pass to Singala.
Boy, Darius, I mean, that's the second time he's just been in the right place, the right time, and of course the right place invariably is near the basket.
43-18. Now Van Exel sets up Ruben Patterson from the baseline. Przybilla and a new shot clock for Portland. Here's Przybilla. Taken away by Weber. What defense? And he's fouled in the backcourt by Van Exel. And the Kings will be happy to see Van Exel coming out of the ball game. Derek Anderson's going to come in.
Well, Joel Przybilla going hard to the glass, and there's C. Webb right on top of the ball, just takes it away from Przybilla. Kings go the other way.
Derek Anderson, you see the numbers this year, the product out of Kentucky. And Van Exel sits. Van Exel with 10 points, 2 assists. Stojakovic unguarded at the moment, but now Stoudemire jumps on him.
So the Blazers in a bit of a zone defense here as we see Webb walk it in, and then Maurice Evans, a high-flying act, gets into the act very quickly with that tip.
Well, they said it was off the hand of Singala, but either way, it's 2 points.
Well, I stand corrected. It did look like Evans, but as you say, it does go up on the Kings board nonetheless.
And the Kings with a foul to give, 5.7.
I still thought Evans got it, but that's the official score. They can do what they want.
I think during the timeout break at the quarters, you ought to walk over to the scores table and demand a look into the video monitor.
I may have to. I mean, I cannot imagine that I made a mistake in that area.
23-20. Anderson. That was very good help defense by Weber there on Anderson. So the first quarter comes to a close, and our first quarter that saw Nick Van Exel get off. Van Exel.
Let's try a little one-on-one. Lamisil AT versus Lotrimin AF. Use this, you have to use it for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. With Lamisil AT, 1 week and you're done. That's 4 times faster. Lamisil AT, advanced treatment.
Evening, boys. Looks like you fellas are having some kind of party.
No,
sir. No party at all.
See, we've had reports of referees taking people's Bud Light and replacing it with Miller Lite.
Oh, that's so wrong. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's bad. Listen, guys, I'm going to need to see a receipt for that Bud Light.
Jerry, you got that receipt? Yeah, receipt. Yeah, I got it right. Run!
Some people will do anything to get the great taste of Bud Light. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
We got zebras on the run requesting backup.
It's jammed or something.
What are you doing?
Step back.
Please.
What are you doing in my car?
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly on Southwest Airlines with our $39 to $149 internet specials to 59 destinations nationwide. Purchased by February 3rd, only at southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
The Sacramento Kings opened a new reading and learning center at the Parkway Elementary School, giving kids the resources they need to succeed in life.
Reading builds confidence. Reading lets you know that you can go anywhere in the world. So when the Kings come into a community such as Meadowview, this means so much to them because now they can start pursuing their dreams, their goals, and their aspirations.
The mountain is waiting, so get on your way.
Join the Kings. Open a book and read to achieve.
Want to beat athlete's foot? Let's try a little one-on-one. Lamisil AT versus Lotrimin AF. Use this, you have to use it for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. With Lamisil AT, 1 week and you're done. That's 4 times faster. Lamisil AT, advanced treatment.
How about Damon Stoudemire? He broke Jeff Petrie's scoring record last week.
Well, like I said, I never even really looked at that. You know, I mean, yeah, it surprised me. I thought Clyde might have would have got that, but you know, like I said, I never really thought about it, so it wasn't something that I was shooting for, obviously, you know, but you know, as it got closer, they was talking about it, and then after the game, they said that I got the record, but you know, I mean, that's a heck of an achievement, and Jeff Petrie was a great ball player. I remember Jeff when I was a little guy growing up in Portland, so you know, him, Rick Adelman, and all those guys, so.
That's right. He had 54 points and a losing cause.
Well, he can score the ball. He and Nick definitely create a lot of problems. But
we'll hear from Jeff Petrie a little bit later in the telecast. Patterson and a little flip on the backside, 25-20.
Pretty amazing for a record to last that long, especially when Jeff played. They didn't have the advantage of the three-point shot, and certainly Jeff had that ability.
Eddie House in. Working with Mo Evans, Songaila, Weber, Stojakovic. That ball intercepted by Patterson, and the Kings turn it over for Sacramento. Their 4th turnover, and the Blazers have a chance to increase their lead. Stoudemire, Anderson with Theo Ratliff down low, and you see the three-pointer by Damon Stoudemire. And Stoudemire, as Jerry was just talking about, can do it. Travis Outlaw also into the game for Portland. And Derek Anderson. So the Blazers with their biggest lead of the ball game. Eddie House, shot blocked. And he gets it back. Here's Evans with a corner 3.
Well, Maurice Evans, we've seen so much, almost instant offense. Comes right in, knocks down the big 3. And the official score did give Maurice credit for that tip as opposed to Darius.
Good job by Songaila and Evans combining for 9 points off the Sacramento bench. And Outlaw missed it. Stojakovic with his 4th rebound.
Yeah, Page had taken it personal.
Patterson. And Ruben Patterson creating some fits for Sacramento, and it's 30-23 here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Well, we've seen Page stripped. We've seen Weber have the ball taken away. Really, again, you've got to be a little careful. They've got some good defenders here. That's why when you got Mike Bibby particularly on the floor, they've got to have the ball more.
Songaila, what a take that was to the basket for Darius Songaila.
Boy, Darius playing with a lot of confidence. He stepped up big early, just always around the right place.
And Patterson, no. Rebound, no. Taken by the Blazers, and they keep it alive as crashing out board that time against Travis Outlaw. So the Blazers continue to get offensive rebounds. Oh, wow. How about that move by Outlaw?
Well, a great athlete. That's why he was drafted early by the Trailblazers, just now starting to get a little bit of time due to all the injuries.
You know, and when you look at this Blazers team, yes, they're 6 games under 500, but they've only had 14 road games as you look at Mo Evans draw the foul. But the reality is when they get Randolph back, when they get Abdur-Rahim, when they get Darius Miles, this is a pretty good basketball team.
Well, I definitely think it is. I think that talent-wise, if they can get healthy, I like their talent better than Denver.
Yep.
I like their talent better than the Clippers or some other teams that have better records. I really do. I don't think there's any doubt that part of their problems are twofold: the schedule and injuries.
Be sure and stop by any Wells Fargo branch to get your celebration of 20 King Seasons bracelet, and Wells Fargo will make a donation on your behalf to the Maluk Sen-Yu Foundation. No purchase necessary. Hurry and supplies are limited. And the bottom line is, you know, yeah, you don't want to have injuries, but if you have to have injuries, you might as well have them when you're on the road for the first half of the year. Seriously, because now, you know, Jerry, with only 14 home games, the Blazers will have an opportunity to climb back into the race and fight for a playoff spot.
Yeah, they're going to be catching a lot of teams right, too. You know, you get into March and April, going to have a lot of home games. People might be looking past them a little bit, which they're way too good for that.
32-26. Bad pass by Anderson. He should have just shot that ball.
Yeah, Derek really passed it to nobody. Nobody was open, but
he had a shot.
Yeah, he could have faked it. Nobody could have faked him. But
by the way, good eyes, Jerry, on that last basket by Songaila on the tip. They gave it to Mo Evans.
Well, as I said, I have been wrong, but it's been back in the early 50s, I think.
And here's Eddie House. 3 ball. Nope. Rims out. And now it's brought in by the Blazers, Thomas. So Portland with that 32-26 lead. And James Thomas joining that front line of Outlaw and Ratliff.
Yeah, James Thomas, a free agent out of Texas, played with Mo Evans 1 year.
Brad Miller fouling Theo Ratliff, and a timeout on the floor. 8:35 left here in the first half, and Portland has a 32-26 lead.
Your search is over. The all-new Hyundai Tucson has an available V6 engine, standard electronic stability program, with standard traction control, plus a versatile cargo space for loading all your stuff, with award-winning quality backed by America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. The perfect for whatever, whenever Hyundai Tucson. Nicely equipped at just $17,499. Hyundai, win. Tucson's the only SUV with 6 airbags and electronic stability program under $17,500.
I'm Kevin Willis, and I played for 7 teams in my career. Houston, Miami, San Antonio, Denver. It's the other way around. Every time I answer the phone, I was off to another city. Hello, am I tired of moving? Sure. Do I get a little confused? Yeah, but that's where the store on NBA.com comes in.
For all things basketball, log on to the store on NBA.com or call 866-SHOP-NBA. That's where Kevin goes to get everything he needs, even his travel mug.
Atlanta, I'm here to stay.
For the guys that leave it all on the court.
The drama, the tension.
McGrady at the buzzer. Yeah!
Why do I love this game? For the teamwork!
team to finish with 59 wins, and that was against a very good Portland team, you know, with Sabonis, Scottie Pippen, Rasheed Wallace. I mean, they had a crew. They were one of the elite teams at the time, so it was a huge win, and really the Kings just took off and established themselves as one of the very best teams in the league again.
Well, the Kings and the Blazers right now in the second quarter, and Mo Evans and Darius Singala keeping the Kings close coming off the Sacramento bench.
Well, they sure are. See Webb going to the basket, not able to finish, but there's Evans with the tip. Singala right there with him. Now you see the long three ball by Maurice Evans. See Webb as Darius just drives right to the hoop and able to get a throw down before the shot block attempt. But Darius 6 points on 3 of 3 from the field, and of course Maurice Evans equally effective.
Speaking of effective, how about Theo Ratliff? He has 8 rebounds here in the first half. I want to tell you the Feather Falls Casino Fight Night at Arco Arena returns Thursday, February 3rd. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster or at the Arco Arena box office. Now don't miss out on the hard-hitting action of the Feather Falls Casino Fight Night at Arco Arena, February 3rd.
Yeah, Theo Ratliff's kind of interesting, Grant, to me. I mean, he's a guy that bothers the Kings a lot more than he seems to bother most teams. He's a good player, but he seems to have special numbers against the Kings. We see a full court press by the Blazers after that free.
Oh, boy, if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
Oh, boy. Hey, that's a good way to break the press, Grant. Give it to Maurice Evans and let him dunk on somebody's head.
Boy, what a nice job Eddie House did after the trap on the baseline to get it up court. And Mo Evans went the distance. That was spectacular.
Now, can you say posterized as Maurice Evans comes right at Theo Ratliff, and Theo covers his head and says, "Oh, who is this masked man?" Boy, that was a spectacular.
Well, you can watch that later tonight on the top 10 plays of the evening, because that's right there, I guarantee it.
Well,
how about Mo Evans?
Mo Evans. I tell you what, that extra patch on his head not holding down his vertical leap, is it?
Well, it's a good thing it was there. I think he almost hit that side of the head on the rim. He was so high.
Oh, my.
35-28. And he's bleeding a little bit. Maybe he hit his mouth on the rim.
Yeah.
He'll have to get a little foul there from Kings trainer Pete Youngman. Boy, that was something.
I wonder if, you know, when you kind of break the gravity's pull, does that have some effect on...
You get up there in that altitude without an oxygen mask. You get your nose bloodied a little bit.
Yeah, it makes... yeah, he's definitely got a little pop there. But...
boy, was that fun to watch.
Now watching where he leaves the floor, and there's Theo Ratliff. 6'11", 7-foot shot blocker, but he didn't want any part of that.
He got hit in the face with the ball. That's what happened.
Now that's that doesn't happen every day when you dunk it so hard you hit yourself with the ball. Oh yeah, he went right through and dunked it on himself.
And Rick Adelman's going to take a timeout here. So a timeout called by Rick Adelman to give Pete Youngman a chance to treat Mo Evans a little more, and Evans with 8 points off the Sacramento bench.
I have a new friend. He told me to call him Charlie.
It's not unusual for a child to create imaginary friends.
Charlie doesn't exist.
Gonna make him mad.
Why would you do this?
It was Charlie. Did Daddy tell you about my mommy? Let's hope you don't wind up like her. Do you like games?
I love games. Would you like to play one?
I'm already playing.
Who did this?
Hide and seek.
Come out, wherever you are.
Rated R, January 28th.
Wow. How'd this happen?
I told them if they shuffled, I'd let them use their new phones to talk to their friends as much as they want.
They can do that anyway. We've got the Verizon Wireless Family Share Plan with N.
Yeah, well, they don't know that.
Looks cold.
It's freezing. I ain't going out there.
Sign up for Verizon Wireless's new Family Share Plan and add up to 3 lines for $9.99 each, all with unlimited in-calling. Plus, get a Samsung A670 camera phone for just $49.99.
Hurt myself.
Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
Well, I was introduced to basketball pretty late, and there wasn't a lot of basketball being played in Wales when I was growing up.
What a pass!
Asking my husband if defense was the same as defense. Defense! Doesn't have the same ring, huh?
Whoa, where did he come from?
It's like some dance number flying through the air, you know. You really get a sense of how amazing it is. So yeah, I love it.
35-28. And Maurice Evans. What a dunk. Well, how about that pass by Eddie House?
Really split the double team with a nice pass right to half court. There's Maurice Evans. Now he's getting in takeoff gear and just throws it over the top of Theo Ratliff. And that's the best way to break a press. Go at it and over the top of it. And wham, and really as he whammed the ball through it, hit himself side the face with it. Maurice kind of getting there.
Wow, look at that. Mo's got Band-Aids all over. Oh, is he going to get some ribbon from his teammates?
Yeah, he's running out of space to put them, isn't he?
Hey, how about that? Mo's saying, oh, unbelievable.
Well, the Kings need to remember that the Blazers trapped after the last free throw made, so it looks like they're going to do that on a consistent basis.
Mobley back in, working with Eddie House, Evans, Singala, Miller. 36-28. And Mobley really having a tough time here tonight. Cuttino Mobley has missed his first 5 shots.
Yeah, that was an excellent look. Tino couldn't have a better one than that.
Now the shot clock at 7. Przybilla. Evans got a piece of that, but Przybilla able to muscle it home, and the Blazers lead by double digits.
Yeah, Blazers scoring pretty consistently. This variation of some pressure and then falling into a zone periodically seems to throw in the Kings offense a little bit.
Singala, and out of bounds to Portland. Kings turn it over for the 6th time.
Yeah, Rick Adelman not very pleased with that turn of events. Trying to be a little too creative.
Well, Van Exel in, working in the backcourt with Anderson. Thomas, Outlaw, Przybilla on the front line. Anderson losing the ball, but right into the hands of his teammate underneath. But a 3-second violation is called. No doubt about that. James Thomas had the ball too long in the lane. So Bibby and Stojakovic back into the Sacramento lineup.
Well, boy, Maurice Evans in just a few minutes was about as effective as you can be.
Yeah, he had 8 points in 8 minutes, along with 3 rebounds. Glad that you're with us here on Comcast Sportsnet. Kings basketball as the Kings look for their 26th win of the year, and holding Peja Stojakovic was Travis Outlaw. And now Ruben Patterson will re-enter the game. Patterson's another guy that always seems to give the Kings fits.
Well, he's such a good defender, number one, but also you know, just absolutely great athlete, and that seems like to really create some problems for the Kings. Very athletic players. Obviously, the Kings front line not the quickest in the league.
And Brad Miller traveled. And the Kings careless. That's their 7th turnover.
Well, you see the assist to turnover ratio, 8 assists, 7 turnovers, and anyone that follows the Kings knows that's not the stat they look for.
Rick Adelman felt that Brad Miller did not pick up his pivot foot. Van Exel, and that's a 2-pointer. Nick Van Exel has 12 on 5 of 8 shooting.
Well, right now the Portland Trailblazers just putting on a clinic.
40-28. And Darius Singala touched the lead to 10.
Well, Darius is doing something more the Kings should be doing. Just not trying to do anything special. If he's open, he shoots it. If he's not, he moves it. Just taking advantage of what the defense gives him.
Anderson. And he has the little underhand layup, and it's 42-30.
Well, Derek Anderson, very athletic move. We saw Derek come in here a couple years ago and put on a shooting display and beat the Kings.
Mike Bibby tees up a 3. And the lead is 9. Mike Bibby with the long ball, and Mike Bibby has 7 here in the first half.
Well, you get a feeling that for the Kings to win this ball game, they're going to need to make some long balls.
Van Exel with that patent and runner with the left hand. And to win this ball game, they're probably going to have to hope that Van Exel starts missing some shots. He has 14 on 6 of 9 shooting.
Yeah, you're not going to keep him from getting shots. He's just too versatile.
Brad Miller attacks the basket, and he's fouled.
Boy, a very strong move by Brad Miller. has been struggling with his outside shot. That time didn't even fake it. Just catches a little drop-off pass. No hesitation, just takes it hard to the basket and scores the ball. Kings with a 3-point opportunity.
Second foul on Przybilla, third team foul, and Przybilla now will exit the game. Chris Webber coming back in. Also coming in for Portland is Theo Ratliff. And Theo Ratliff already doing his damage with 8 rebounds and 6 points.
Well, Rick has to be very pleased with his bench performance. Mo Evans and Darius Sangala, you couldn't ask for more.
Cuttino Mobley meets Van Exel. You notice how he shields Van Exel to the left, and now he'll get squared up on him. But at first, he just was moving him a little bit to the left. Look at that. He looks like a running back, Cuttino Mobley. He had a 3-point stance. You don't see that very often.
Well, I'm just trying to think of other than Duke Blue Devils sometimes get down like that a little bit and slap the floor. So maybe Cuttino's playing a little Blue Devil defense here.
Oh, Brad Miller. And Miller with a 360 spinning layup. And it's a 6-point game. Look out, Anderson. He's 1-on-4. Van Exel from 24 from downtown. No. And Van Exel runs it down. Van Exel. Nick Van Exel was 16 here in the first half.
Well, Nick really just out-hustled Mike Bibby for that ball. I mean, Mike had about 15 feet to go for it. Nick had about 20.
And Bibby with the miss. And Van Exel. As soon as Van Exel touches the ball, he's in shooting range.
Yeah, he can see it. He can hit it.
Yep. Anderson. 4 minutes left here in the first half. 10 on the shot clock. Rebound Webber. And Chris to make it 46-40. Chris Webber, 2 of 4. He has got 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And the Kings have cut that 12-point lead in half. And Mo Cheek's not happy about it. So he stops the clock with 3:38 left. And the Kings making a little move here midway through as we have 3:38 left, second quarter.
Take a memo. Join me, Josh Bernstein, as each week I travel the globe in search of archaeology's greatest mysteries. Got that?
Digging for the Truth premieres January 24th on the History Channel.
Read that back to me.
This season, kids from Tualatin Elementary School spent the day reading books with their favorite trailblazers.
And remember that life's a great balancing act.
The Trailblazers are making a difference in the lives of kids in their community by sharing the joys of reading.
See them portraying themselves the way they do with reading and help support our position that reading is everything for these kids.
So join the Trailblazers. Open a book and read to achieve.
Sorry.
I can help you with that.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Roddick, that is 1 seat on the flight there and
2 on the return flight. Thank you.
My life is about confidence. My card is American Express.
Take a memo. Join me, Josh Bernstein, as each week I travel the globe in search of archaeology's greatest mysteries. Got that?
Digging for the Truth premieres January 24th on the History Channel.
Read that back to me.
Well, a few minutes ago, we heard Damon Stoudemire about breaking Jeff Petrie's scoring record. Now let's listen to Jeff's comments.
I mean, there's been a lot of players that have gone through there that were better players than I was. So, 30-some years is long enough. And it was a great performance, no doubt. So, my congratulations to Damon.
Clyde had 50 about 3 times. Jeff had me take him out of the game.
Well, there is Damon Stoudemire, 54 points on 20 of 32, 8 of 16 from beyond the arc.
Well, remarkable performance, but I don't think there's been a lot of players come through Portland better than Jeff Petrie was. There may have been 1 or 2, but An interesting thing there is Jeff scored 51 on back-to-back games. I don't think that's going to happen again.
Well, not only that, but as you said, they didn't have the three-point circle there. That's a huge difference.
A huge difference.
You had a three-point circle, Jeff probably would have over 60 points in those games.
Well, he definitely had that kind of range.
Well, speaking of range, Van Exel, but he missed that. Van Exel is beside himself. He knows that that's a wide-open shot, and normally he'll hit that. Van Exel and the Blazers lead is only 6.
Well, I think sometimes it really doesn't make any difference with Nick. I mean, whether he's guarded or not guarded. I mean,
Weber double team. Bibby a 3. And Mobley from Brad Miller, and Cuttino Mobley has his first basket in 6 opportunities. So Mobley breaks the ice, and it's 46-42.
Well, nice hustle play, Brad Miller, which kept it alive, and maybe he's got Cuttino going as well. Cuttino says, well, it's about time, but you know, he's like all shooters. He's a streak shooter. That's normal. That's natural.
A 9-2 run. Damon Stoudemire, no. Mobley rebounds it, and Sacramento continues their run here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. Mobley, top of the key, forced that one, and the Blazers have it right back. Mobley's 1 of 7. That was not a good shot.
No, that was definitely a force.
And there's the turnover. A lead for Bibby. Stoudemire chasing the Battle of Arizona, and it goes to Mike Bibby. The foul on Damon Stoudemire. And they're going to say non-shooting. Wow.
Get a good look at it. Now, this is a great steal and an outlet pass by Brad Miller, getting it ahead to Mike Bibby. Now, there's the foul call. Mike, as soon as he heard the whistle, threw it up to the basket, but the official said that the foul was called before he got it up to the hoop, or it wasn't a legitimate attempt.
Stoudemire guarding Bibby, and he gets the screen from Weber. Mike Bibby, beautiful driving layup. Mike Bibby over Stoudemire, and it's 46-44.
Yeah, Mike Bibby over Stoudemire and Theo Ratliff.
Well, Theo Ratliff came over late, and that was the impressive part. But you know what? Weber set a beautiful screen there to free up Mike Bibby. And Ruben Patterson over Brad Miller, 48-44. Jim Kozimor, Kara Lawson coming up at the half here on Comcast Sportsnet. Corner 3 by Mike Bibby. And Mike Bibby has 12 here in the first half.
Well, excellent little splitting move by Cuttino Mobley. Got through that double team and high screen, and was able to draw a couple of men to him and found Mike Bibby with a clean look at a 3.
Five to shoot. Ruben Patterson lowers the shoulder. Stolen. Weber. And the Kings can take the lead. And a turnover.
Well, really a bad play there. Chris had a chance. Peja Stojakovic had Damon Stoudemire on him in a mismatch. Chris wasn't able to get him the ball in time.
Not only that, but he had Mike Bibby standing all by himself from beyond the line, who seems to be hot. And I'm sure Mike would have loved to take another 3 there. Good defense by Stojakovic, and off balance, Van Exel. Shot clock winding down. Van Exel did not get it off in time, and it's a 24-second violation. And again, the Kings will have a chance to take the lead, and they have a 2-for-1 situation if they hurry.
Well, the Kings' interior defense has just turned this around, because really with Theo Ratliff Thomas on the floor, neither can shoot the basketball, so the big guys taking a lot of chances, helping with the guards.
Portland's 12-point lead in jeopardy here with the Kings. Now they put an extra second on that clock, and Bibby will let the ball come to him. Bibby wide open, but Weber didn't see him. Stojakovic. This from 20. That was halfway down and out. Sacramento does have a foul to use. Rick Adelman saying he wants Mike to use it once the clock gets down some more. And there's the foul. 9 seconds left. Really, in that situation, 6-1, half dozen the other. There's only a 3-second differential on the clock. 9 seconds is going to give Mo Cheeks, Jerry, a chance to call a 20-second timeout.
Yeah, really, that's plenty of time to set a nice play. So, you know, it's one of those situations where a foul to give, I'm not sure it's an advantage or not.
Well, we'll be with you again on Sunday, because Thursday's game is on TNT. So we will not be on, but you can see that game on national TV. So we're with you again 5:30 Sunday. Comcast Sportsnet, the Kings and the Spurs. The last time these two teams hooked up, Sacramento beat San Antonio. And the Spurs and the Kings will be all done at the end of next week. They play in San Antonio a week from tomorrow night for the fourth time.
See Cuttino Mobley splitting that screen and going right past Chris Webber, finds Mike Bibby in the corner with that sweet stroke that Mike has, knocked down the big three, getting the Kings right back in this basketball game. Much of it done on the defensive end, though. I think that Miller and Webber, Peja-Stojakovic, all very active in that paint area and helping out on the guards.
Nine seconds left. Van Exel was 16 here in the first half. Stojakovic on him. Van Exel. Only Nick Van Exel can do that. I'm telling you, Jerry, he's just unbelievable, isn't he?
He absolutely is a marvel. He is Nick the Quick.
And every time the Kings see Van Exel, he strikes. And he struck for 18 in the first half.
Welcome back inside our NBA TV studios here in Secaucus, New Jersey. I'm Andre Aldridge. Halftime of our featured game of the night between the Kings and the Trailblazers. And right now the score is 50-47 in favor of Portland. Now we'll have the first half highlights in just a little while for you. But first we want to check out highlights from the other 4 games going on this Tuesday night. And we'll begin in Orlando, where Steve Francis and the Magic welcome the defending champion Detroit Pistons. These two getting together for the second time in 4 days. Early action here, second quarter. Doug Christie feeds the franchise. Nice work. Detroit was up by 3, though, 35-32. And then Christie to Jameer Nelson for the long one. You can count it. Orlando up by a deuce at the break, 52-50. Third quarter now, Rasheed Wallace posting up. Little turnaround jumper there. Oh, yes, indeed. Dogging the rookie Dwight Howard. Detroit's up by 6, 60-54. Howard strips Chauncey Billups here, but misses a layup, unfortunately for him. Steve Francis is somewhere around, and he gets the tip for his club. We're all tied at 73 apiece after that bucket. Late in the third, Billups drives, runs into Andrew DeClerc, and gets it to go. Detroit's up by 4 at the end of 3, 80-76. Fourth quarter now, Lindsey Hunter over to Rip Hamilton for the easy layup. He had 26 points in the contest. Detroit up 92-83, but then the home club goes on a run. Hedo Turkoglu, guarded by Tayshaun Prince, nails a long jumper. And then, with about a minute and a half to go, Steve Francis over to Doug Christie. Not a scoring machine, but with a big bucket. His club down by 1. They go up 2 there, and a 20-6 run at crunch time gives the Orlando Magic this victory, 103-101. Now, Doug Christie brought in to play his defense, wasn't able to keep Rip Hamilton from getting 26 points, but he did match his season high with 4 steals in this one. Meanwhile, the scoring was done by franchise and Turkoglu with 32 points and 29 points, respectively. Now we head to the Toyota Center, where the Rockets and the Pacers getting together for a little love down in Texas. Third quarter, Pacers on the move. Jamal Tinsley to Jermaine O'Neal. This is a Jeff Foster. Nice connection. 51-42 in favor of the visitors. Stay in the third. T-Mac drives baseline. This is a Yao Ming. Yes, he hasn't been scoring much of late, but he gets that to go. Nice range. His club's down by 5, though, 53-48. Here, T-Mac drives, running finger roll off the glass. Not bad at all. We're all even at 57 apiece on that bucket. And then time winding down in the third quarter. Anthony Johnson passes to Jermaine O'Neal. Jumper to beat the buzzer. O'Neal with 38 points in his previous contest, but his club lost the ball game by 1 to Orlando. Indy's up by 2 at the end of 3. Fourth quarter now, T-Mac drives out to Bob Sewell. Give him some glass. We're tied at 63. Good ball game. Now Jamal Tinsley helps his club. They go on a 12-0 run. J.O. hitting the jumper is 75-63. And then Jermaine O'Neal kicks it out to Jamal Tinsley there. Buries the 3. 87-74 in favor of Indiana in this one. Jamal Tinsley, big day, 28 points for him, only 3 assists, but his club improved to 19 and 17 on this season. Jermaine O'Neal, 27 points. Meanwhile, T-Mac explodes for 28, but it just wasn't enough for Jeff Van Gundy's club as they drop to 20 and 19 on the season. All right, we're stepping aside for a moment, but there's plenty more to do here on Game Night. Antoine Jameson back in Dallas. We'll check out how he and the Wizards fared against his old squad. That and more when Game Night's halftime show continues.
With lots of great deals, start off the new year with a new Dell. Like this complete Dimension desktop with the power and performance of an Intel Pentium 4 processor. It's yours for only $539. Plus, get a free CD burner upgrade. And right now, pay no interest until 2006 for well-qualified customers. It's only a click or call away. Get more out of the new year with Dell. Get more out of now. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
Hey, hey, hey! It's Fat Albert! Let's see you top that shot, my little friend. Hey, hey, hey! Watch me play. Now this one is going through the rafters, off Mushmouth's head, through that guy's leg, and before it hits the bottom of the net, I will have filled out my official NBA All-Star ballot. Throw it down, big man. Okay. Hey, 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 what did I say?
Vote for your favorite players now at NBA Arenas on the Sprite ballot, at Foot Locker, and Champ Sports Stores, at Lowe's Cineplex Theaters, or through Get It Now on your Verizon Wireless phone, or vote on America Online. Also sponsored by Reebok. Watch NBA All-Star 2005 live from Denver, February 20th on TNT.
You want to see it again, Bill?
Hey, let's head down to Big D. Mavericks and the Wizards. Jason Terry misses the three. Dirk Nowitzki with the board and the jumper. Dallas is up at the break, 73-40. Third quarter now, and the Wizards move the ball around, getting it over to Gilbert Arenas. He was hot like fire. Arenas, 43 points in this contest. Dallas was up, though, 81-58. Dirk Nowitzki feeds the cutting Jerry Stackhouse here, former Wizard. No problem scoring. Dallas is up 95-68. Remember, the Wizards working without Larry Hughes was out the next 4 to 6 weeks. Jerry Stackhouse to Michael Finley. Finds Dirk Nowitzki cutting to the basket for the layup. Dallas up 101-78 at the end of three. Fourth quarter, Arenas gives it to Juan Dixon, skips it back over to Arenas. And again, he just found the range over and over and over again. But his club was down by 18. Jared Jeffries gives it to Arenas here. Pulls up for another three, but after getting dusted by 18 on Monday night in San Antonio, well, the Wizards lose by 17 in Dallas. The Wizards dropped to 22-15 on this season. And meanwhile, for the Mavericks, Don Nelson will miss the next 2 or 3 weeks at least because he's going to have surgery on his shoulder on Thursday. Avery Johnson will take over there. Now we head to Key Arena. Ray Allen and the Supersonics entertaining the Denver Nuggets. Rashard Lewis has been out a couple of games dealing with tendonitis in his knee, but it was all good for him. Greg Buckner fakes the three, passes out to Marcus Camby, nails a 15-footer. Camby coming off the one-game suspension for coming off the bench in the altercation between Denver and Minnesota. And then Carmelo Anthony strong through the hole there. Denver's on top 12-4 early on. Rashard Lewis backs down Carmelo Anthony here. Little turnaround on the baseline. That's why they need him in the lineup. Although their team stepped up and won without him the other night with Luke Rittenauer and Rashard Lewis, with Luke Rittenauer and Vladimir Radmanovich with big buckets, and Radmanovich with a big one there. Antonio Daniels just working around here in the second quarter off the screen of Danny Fortson. Nails the three. They're up 29-25, the home club. Rittenauer drops it to Danny Fortson here, who misses, grabs his own board, just padding the stats. Seattle's on top, 35-27. Now Fortson sets the screen, and Antonio Daniels says, thank you very much. Can use the space. This club goes up 43-29 at that point, and the Nuggets right now down by 10 at the half. Daniels with a game-high 13 points so far. Meanwhile, Rashard Lewis in his comeback, 12 points. Rashard Lewis said when he was younger, he used to think tendonitis was a fake injury, that guys, weren't really trying to be gamers. Well, the pain he had in his knee let him know that tendonitis in the knee is a serious, serious thing. But the Seattle Supersonics very glad to have him back in the lineup. All right, another timeout, and then we'll check out the first half highlights from our featured game of the night. The Kings and the Trailblazers getting down and dirty at Arco Arena. The pictures are coming up next, and much, much more. Your home for hoops is this place, NBA TV. We're back with more in a moment.
Want to beat athlete's foot? Let's try a little one-on-one. Lamisil AT versus Lotrimin AF. Use this, you have to use it for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. With Lamisil AT, 1 week and you're done. That's 4 times faster. Lamisil AT, advanced treatment.
Like to save big? No one makes it easier than Radio Shack. Our Big Easy clearance sale is easy to get to because it's right in your neighborhood. And the savings are easy to find with yellow tags on all clearance items. Hurry in now and save 10 to 25% on select audio and video, like complete home theater systems, DVD players, and more. It's big, it's easy, it's the Radio Shack Big Easy Clearance Sale. Come celebrate the savings. Radio Shack, you've got questions, we've got answers.
FedEx Ground will get these to Cleveland on Wednesday.
FedEx, aren't they a little pricey?
Ned, you're always wrong.
How am I always wrong?
Okay, let's review. Steely Dan is not one person. We get fringe benefits, not French benefits. James Dean is an actor. Jimmy Dean makes sausage. And you know what, Ned? It's not the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
So FedEx isn't too expensive? We don't get French benefits.
FedEx Ground. Reliability for less than you think.
Want to beat athlete's foot? Let's try a little one-on-one. Lamisil AT versus Lotrimin AF. Use this, you have to use it for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. With Lamisil AT, 1 week and you're done. That's 4 times faster. Lamisil AT, advanced treatment.
Now highlights from our first half game that you've been watching. Cuttino Mobley and Nick Van Exel sharing a little love before the Kings entertain the Trail Blazers. And Chris Webber with the steal. Long outlet pass to Cuttino Mobley, chases it down, makes a no-look pass to Mike Bibby, and you know he's going to score. Bibby, 12 first half points. Portland was up 12-10, though. Now, Van Exel using the screen, drives down the lane, inside for the layup. Blazers were up 23-20. At the end of one quarter. Second quarter of action now. Ruben Patterson gets the steal. He's going to go all the way inside for the layup. Peter Patterson got the start. He had 25 points against Minnesota the other night, but it didn't end up with a victory for the Trailblazers. They were up by 7 here. Kings on the move now. Maurice Evans soars in, throws down a monster slam. Oh, please take a look there. High and getting it done. Evans all smiles with the Band-Aid up there. All right, Nick Van Exel is going to try to get the 3 to go. Three's not good, but Nick Van Exel, you got to be able to stick with it, don't you? And he does exactly that and gets the bucket there. And right now, he had a big bucket. Matter of fact, the last bucket of the first half belonged to Nick Van Exel, and his club up by 3 at the break, 50-47. Now, it's been a very tough going for them. 18 first half points for him. Bibby with 12 so far. Trailblazers wrapping up their 6-game road trip tonight, and 1-4 on the trip so far, dealing with the injuries, and the most recent being Zach Randolph's sore knee problem there. So trying to find some scoring. Got 54 points from their main man, Damon Stoudemire, Friday night in New Orleans, and that didn't end up with a win for them. They ended up losing that game too. So the numbers coming up pretty good right now, but still 24 minutes to play for the Portland Trailblazers in hopes of trying to get a win tonight. Kings will have a lot to say about that. All right, we'll get you back out to Arco Arena for the second half of action between Sacramento and Portland in moments. Keep it right here. You're watching Game Night on NBA TV.
We profiled Dirk Nowitzki in this edition of Global Leaders of the Game, delivered by FedEx. FedEx is the world's largest express transportation company, delivering time-sensitive shipments to over 210 countries worldwide. This year, Dirk has continued to be one of the game's greatest scorers and perhaps the league's deadliest shooting big man of all time.
Well, that's a great compliment. I think there were a lot of great shooters in this league.
Nowitzki again. Oh, he is on fire tonight. But Dirk isn't just red hot on the NBA court. He's also a major celebrity in his native country of Germany. It's an adjustment which took some getting used to.
At some point, I just, I couldn't go anywhere anymore. I mean, people recognize me everywhere and start swamping me wherever I go. And it was a different experience, like I was a rock star all of a sudden.
He may not be a rock star, but there's no question Dirk has become an NBA superstar.
A special player, the cornerstone of the Mavericks.
Dirk Nowitzki of Germany and the Dallas Mavericks, our global leader of the game, delivered by FedEx. FedEx, the global leader in assists.
Hey, 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 it's Fat Albert.
Hey, 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 watch me play. Now this one is going through the rafters, and before it hits the bottom of the net, I will have filled out my official NBA All-Star basket. Throw it down, big man. Okay. Hey, 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 what did I say?
Send your favorite players to NBA All-Star 2005 in Denver. Watch all the action live February 20th on TNT.
I've been to many games. When I was younger, I used to go to the Philadelphia, it was then called the Spectrum, to watch the 76ers play. Dr. J.
Irving with the dunk shot.
I do like the slam dunk.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Take a look at our Bud Light at the half stats. 3-point lead for the Trailblazers, and you see the shooting percentage pretty much the same. Very evenly matched contest so far. Portland winning the battle of the boards by 5, 24-19, and offensive rebounds, they're up by 4 on those. Let's take a look at some division standings involving these two ball clubs. And for the Sacramento Kings, well, they're just 4.5 games behind the first place Phoenix Suns. And if the playoffs were to start now, way too early to talk about that, but they'd be in 4th place in the Western Conference. So they're trying to get their groove thing together, and they're 8-2 in their last 10 games. As for the Trailblazers, out in the Northwest Division, and right now as far as that division goes, they sit in 3rd place, but in the Western Conference, they'd be a 9th place team today, so they wouldn't be in the playoff picture. They're 4.5 games behind the Houston Rockets in, well, the race for that. But again, just to kind of give you an idea of where everything stands right there. Certainly hope you've enjoyed the first half of action from Arco Arena, where it's so tough for the visitors to get a victory, but right now the visitors are up by 3, so we want to get you out for the exciting second half of action between the Kings and the Trailblazers. Grant Napier and Jerry Reynolds have the call for you. Enjoy it. I'll see you right here after the game.
Well, very athletic player here, just runs the floor, uses what he has, leg speed, quickness, and strength. Now there's a miss by Theo Ratliff. There he is around the glass to use a left hand to finish on the second chance point. Nick Van Exel strips C. Webb here. Here's Rubin just running the floor. Nick gives Patterson the easy throwdown. Now one-on-one against Page. It goes underneath. Uses the left hand again for the nice finish at the hoop. So Rubin Patterson and Nick Van Exel did most of the damage here in this first half.
All right, so here we go, the leading scorers. And you see Bibby with 12 and the rest of the Sacramento Kings chipping in for the Portland Trailblazers. Obviously, Van Exel with 18 and Patterson with 13. The Blazers will have the ball to start the second half. And a backcourt of Stoudemire and Van Exel. Patterson up front with Ratliff and Joel Przybilla. Another capacity crowd on hand here at Arco Arena. And with 24 minutes left, the Blazers again with their first chance, and the clock did not start. So Van Exel will have to go back and do it all over again. And he missed. How about that? That's the Van Exel missed.
Well, that's the bad news is he don't have to shoot on that basket anymore. So don't know if we can count that, but certainly Cuttino Mobley, again, the clock doesn't start, so maybe we can wear Nick Van Exel out, just going back and forth here for a while.
And he made that one.
He made that one and wanting to get a 3 for it. Nick enjoys himself. And when you can play as well as he can, you have to be able to enjoy yourself.
So a clock malfunction. So we have a little bit of delay here. Blazers will go home and play LeBron and the Cavaliers tomorrow. And then the Cavs get on an airplane and fly down here for the nationally televised game on Thursday. 7:30 start. Kings and the Cavaliers. LeBron, the only appearance, obviously, of the season.
Boy, and for Kings fans that have not watched him this year, I mean, he is just simply
special.
He has improved dramatically, and he was absolutely great last year, and maybe the most gifted player in the NBA right now.
Can you imagine LeBron James 5 years from now when he just begins to get into his prime?
You know, I really can't. If he improves at this level, I mean, when they're always looking to compare somebody with Jordan, but hey, he might even be better.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael wasn't anywhere near this good at 20 years old, I can tell you that.
All right, so they got things straightened out. And the Kings come up with a turnover, and Mike Bibby from Brad Miller. What a gorgeous pass by Brad Miller. That was beautiful.
That was absolutely perfect. Just led Mike right to the basket for the easy layup. So that's exactly the way Rick Adelman wanted to start this half.
1 point game. Stojakovic gives Patterson some breathing room, and Rubin backs right up to him. And that ball did not hit the rim. Przybilla, 3 to shoot, 2, forces it, and that's a 24-second violation. So a very good sequence for Sacramento.
Now watch this great lead pass from Brad Miller. Just lets Mike run to it. Doesn't even have to put it on the floor. That's looks easy, very difficult to do. Another look leads him right to the hoop for the basket. Fort Kings defense really at the end of the first half and starting off here, very active, big guys doing a great job. Brad Miller, Chris Webber helping out.
Webber wide open. Chris, and and gets it to fall over the ever-present shot blocker of Theo Ratliff. Good recognition by Weber to put a lot of arc on that ball, Jerry.
Well, Chris knows where everybody is and who everybody is. And as you said, if he doesn't put arch on it, Theo would have smushed it.
Van Exel missed, and the Kings with a 51-50 lead. Looking very good here. Miller picked off Stoudemire. He had that all the way. Bibby did not fool Stoudemire. Bibby's got a big smile on his face against his good friend Damon Stoudemire, because Stoudemire knows every move in the book of Bibby's.
As you said, we were sitting here. You could just see Damon getting ready for that. Mike definitely just fooled with that play.
And the Blazers come out cold here to start the third.
Well, when you live by the jump shot, at times you will die by the jump shot.
Kings now on an 18-6 run, which of course began in the second quarter. Here's a three, and Mobley makes his first three, and Mobley just 2 of 8, but a big basket there, and Sacramento leads it 54-50.
Well, great to see Coutinho get that stroke going, and certainly, you know, he's the kind of guy who can really put up huge numbers too, just much like a Nick Van Exel.
Now the Kings on a 10-2 run over the last 4 minutes plus.
Well, you can see Brad Miller doesn't have to worry about Przybilla at all. Except, of course, by the rotation that allowed Przybilla to walk in as an offensive rebounder.
54-52. Stojakovic not looking, and Coutinho Mobley threw it out of bounds. And again, that's lack of practice. That's guys not knowing one another.
Yeah, that was Coutinho. Elton Pages should have been watching, probably so, but it's always the passer's fault when you make a mistake.
That's the 10th Sacramento turnover. And Przybilla mopping up again. And we're tied at 54.
With all the defensive rotations that the Kings are doing, that's what happens. You leave big guys just free to roam at the rim.
Przybilla with 8 points and 9 rebounds. Ten on the shot clock here in the third. Przybilla on Weber. Chris setting him up for the jump shot, but now he goes to Mobley and he misses the three. Chris was hoping that Przybilla would bite on the ball fake, and he never did. Here's Stoudemire. Stoudemire trying to give the Blazers the lead back to Ruben Patterson. He's fouled by Stojakovic. And Ruben to the foul line. Blazers 5 of 5. Kings 4 of 5 from the line. Not a lot of free throws in this contest. So Ruben Patterson to the stripe and tries to give the lead back to Portland. Well, you can be a hero and vote your Kings Super 6. All you have to do is go to Kings.com, click on the All-Star icon, send the Kings to Denver, and vote as many times as you like for your favorite Kings player. (56-54). Ruben Patterson has 15.
Well, Przybilla and Patterson, guys you don't think about for offense, producing the points here in the second half.
Maybe here comes the double team by Przybilla. Miller cuts to the basket. Beautifully designed play.
That was excellent. Brad Miller just rolled down the lane. Had to put that ball up high on the glass as well to keep from being blocked.
Stoudemire, though, quickly answers. 58-56, and for Damon Stoudemire, quiet evening with just 5. Brad Miller from Mike Bibby. That was bothered by Theo Ratliff, and Portland quickly down to Ruben Patterson. And Van Exel with the running one-hander. Van Exel, 60-56.
Little change of position, that running left-hander by Nick Van Exel. Just shows you a little of everything.
Van Exel leading all scores. Boy, Stojakovic has certainly been well guarded, hasn't he? And that's blocked. Mobley, and a three. Coutinho Mobley from the corner. 1 point game.
Well, that's one shot block that turns into a three. Sometimes that's why sometimes shot blocking is overrated right there.
And now another three by Damon Stoudemire. So the teams are trading long balls, and it's 62-59. They're going to say his foot was on the line, so it's a 2-point field goal. You know, we don't talk a lot about Ruben Patterson on Stojakovic. As you look at Miller, he's fouled and will go to the line. But Ruben Patterson has held patient with just 4 points in this game.
Well, he's an excellent defender. They used to call him the Kobe stopper years ago, and that, of course, wasn't totally accurate. But like a little drop-off pass to Miller, gets Przybilla up, gets the contact, and then finishes the play. Another look at it, the ball fake, contact, and the finish. Brad Miller, great concentration.
Third foul on Przybilla, and for Portland, their first team foul of this third quarter. But 6:56 left third quarter.
You know, getting back to Patterson, he's the kind of guy that can cause problems for Peja because he's a little smaller, but he's quicker and probably even stronger than Peja. So that definitely creates problems. If you can guard Kobe and make it tough, you can make it tough on just about anybody.
Now Ratliff has to reach for it. Patterson. And that's tipped in by Ratliff. They said the ball came out of the cylinder. 64-62, and Theo Ratliff has 10 rebounds now with 8 points. And there's a foul called on Ratliff.
Get a good look at Theo Ratliff at the length as Patterson goes to the basket, misses it, but it comes off the ring, and there's Ratliff right there.
Blazers by 2 as we approach the halfway point of the third. Rebound Przybilla, and Przybilla with his 11th board. Ratliff in and out. Bibby gets around Stoudemire. Missed it. Przybilla with another rebound, and he was pushed out of bounds. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. I thought Webb got a little shove in the back, but they said no. I think the Kings got very fortunate there. Turnover will go to Sacramento, and the Kings will have a chance to tie when we come back.
Hey, LeBron.
Oh, what up, Thirst?
Brother, how about a tour of your new crib?
Oh, come on in. This is my bedroom?
Right. King-size waterbed.
Game room.
Plasma screen, blah, blah, blah.
And this is the kitchen.
Whoa! Oh, no, you didn't. Crisp, clean, ice cold, lemon, lime, Sprite, always at your fingertips?
Check it out. You crying?
It's just so beautiful. Show him my motto. Can a brother get a minute?
I've got ineligible beer on Scott, replacing his fresh Bud Light with Miller Lite.
Replacing what?
I'll take that. Thank you.
Hey, man.
No, I don't want this beer.
Play beer!
Some people will do anything to get the great taste of Bud Light. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
Did you get it all?
The Sacramento Kings opened a new reading and learning center at the Parkway Elementary School, giving kids the resources they need to succeed in life.
Reading builds confidence. Reading lets you know that you can go anywhere in the world. So when the Kings come into a community such as Meadowview, this means so much to them because now they can start pursuing their dreams, their goals, and their aspirations.
The mountain is waiting, so get on your way, huh?
Yeah. Join the Kings. Open a book and read to achieve.
64-62 Portland. Let's revisit our Cash Creek question of the game. Who holds the Kings franchise record for most points in a game?
Well, unless it's Chris Webber, I don't know. I know he got over 50. Unless it goes to Jack Twyman, 59. I'll be.
Well, see, now that's not fair because, you know, this being the 20th anniversary of the Sacramento Kings, we thought we were just going to stay within the Sacramento era. So I give you a free pass on that.
Okay, well, I absolutely agree. I mean, if you want to, you know, even I was only just a young lad in 1960.
5:54 left here in the third.
Right now, the Kings need somebody like the stroke of Jack Twyman to get going here.
Kings have the ball. Webber unguarded. And we're tied at 64. Chris Webber wide open.
Excellent ball movement that time. No forcing, and they end up in a wide open shot by C. Webb.
Now the shot clock at 5. And a loose ball foul, and it's called on Portland's Ruben Patterson.
Mike Bibby had excellent position in there and just kind of rolled down to the ground.
Third team foul. One key so far here in the third quarter. Nick Van Exel has scored only one basket. Glad to have you with us on Comcast Sportsnet. I'm Grant Napier along with Jerry Reynolds. We're in the third quarter here for Marco. That's short from Brad Miller. And Stojakovic fouling Ruben Patterson. Third foul on Stojakovic.
Yeah, Page thus far has really been taken out of this game by Patterson. Has not been able to get many looks.
Patterson with 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting, but more importantly, he's held Peja Stojakovic to just 2 field goals. Stoudemire trying to shake free from Bibby. Nice defense by Mike. Van Exel kept alive by Prisbilla, and now Brad Miller out hustles him, and the Kings have a chance to retake the lead.
Boy, terrific effort, Brad Miller. A second and third effort there.
And a foul on Damon Stoudemire, his second, and the 4th team foul.
Looks like Cuttino Mobley being challenged here by Damon Stoudemire. There's the foul before he could touch any part of the leather.
Stojakovic sets up Weber, and he missed the throwdown, and look out, Patterson, here comes the dunk. And just like that, it's 66-64.
Well, that's one thing with these Blazers, with Theo Ratliff and Joel Prisbilla. I mean, no dunk is for sure.
Brad Miller is fouled and put it in the book and send him to the line. Ruben Patterson fouling Brad Miller. Second foul on Ruben, and Brad Miller will have a chance to put the Kings on top by a point.
Boy, this is just great awareness by C. Webb. Here's you see the dunk that was blocked, and then of course Patterson gets an open throwdown. But now here's the last one. Here C. Webb brings 2 guys to himself, finds the mismatch inside. Brad Miller, great position against Patterson, but C. Webb just sees the entire floor.
15 for Brad Miller tonight. 6 of 11. All of his baskets have been right underneath, so he's getting a lot of layups. He's being fouled. Perimeter shot not falling, but he's scoring. Yeah, and the Kings with 7 assists here in the quarter.
Yeah, definitely aggressive. Looking to score the ball, especially in and around the hoop, but being physical.
Prisbilla is fouled, and Portland now will have a chance for a 3-point play, and they have a chance to go up 69-67.
Prisbilla taking advantage of everybody helping on everyone else and taking the ball up strong, gets knocked in the back there, then still able to focus and finish.
And it stays a 1-point game.
You can see he does not have the smoothest of strokes at the line.
Nope. Glad to have our NBA TV audience with us. Grant Napier, Jerry Reynolds. This is the first meeting of the year between Sacramento and Portland. And if the past is any indication, this will go right down to the wire. The last 12 games have gone 6-6, with many of those games decided by 6 points or less. Several of those contests going into overtime. And yeah, the Kings have a much better record than Portland, but these 2 teams normally go right down to the wire. And there's a 3-ball by Damon Stoudemire, and it's 71-67. The Blazers. And Damon Stoudemire now with 10. He and Van Exel have combined for 30. Turnover. Sacramento with their 11th. Blazers in the open floor. This is where they're the most dangerous. Good defense by Mobley as he broke that up. And Cuttino, another 3. The 3rd of the game for Cuttino Mobley. And Mobley has 11. Timeout, Blazers. Cuttino Mobley with 3 threes here in the 3rd. And with 2:41 left, 71-70 Blazers.
Streaming video highlights, news, scores, schedules, and more. NBA action delivered directly to you on select Nokia video phones. Nokia, connecting people.
Hi, guys.
I'm Kevin Willis, and I played for 7 teams in my career. Houston, Miami, San Antonio, Denver. It's the other way around. Every time I answer the phone, I was off to another city. Hello? Am I tired of moving? Sure. Do I get a little confused? Yeah, but that's where the store on NBA.com comes in.
For all things basketball, log on to the store on NBA.com or call 866-SHOP-NBA. That's where Kevin goes to get everything he needs, even his travel mug.
Atlanta, I'm here to stay.
I love this game for the acrobatic plays. Woo! Oh, Tori Mazzetti.
For the guys that leave it all on the court.
The drama, the tension.
McGrady at the buzzer. Yeah!
Why do I love this game? For the teamwork!
One-point game, 71-70 Portland. And Damon Stoudemire having a big third quarter.
Well, certainly looking for his offense. See the quickness to the hoop, a little hang time at the basket. A small guy at 5'10" has great range. You're not up into him immediately. He's going to jump up and shoot it. 2-3 balls prove it. Certainly Nick Van Exel carried him in the first half. Damon Stoudemire here in the third quarter getting heated up as well.
And Peja Stojakovic right now, just 4 points. He has had 10 or more points in 134 straight games. Now, I get the impression if he doesn't score 10 tonight, the Kings aren't going to win.
Well, certainly thus far, Ruben Patterson did a nice job taking Peja out of this game. Has not had very many looks. Hasn't really had a difficult time even getting the ball.
Now Stoudemire, and Damon Stoudemire continues the hot shooting. Third quarter at 73-70. 9 points for Damon here in the third. Mo Evans in for Sacramento. Mobley from the foul line is Coutinho. And Coutinho Mobley has the stroke over.
It's a Coutinho and Damon show right here in the third. Both guards putting on a great show. Coutinho doing a nice job of taking Nick Van Exel away from the offense.
Stoudemire off the back of the iron, rebounded by Miller. And if you don't think it's important for the Kings to have the lead at the end of this quarter, Portland, when they trail on the road this year after 3, just 1-13. Mobley now with 15. Meanwhile, Sacramento is 12-1 this year when they lead after 3 quarters of play.
Then I think that proves it's a good idea to be ahead at the end of 3, and Coutinho Mobley agrees with you.
Coutinho Mobley with 15 points. Damon Stoudemire, 75-74. You might as well just let Stoudemire and Mobley play a one-on-one. Clear off the floor and let them go at each other.
Well, the one thing Stoudemire is doing so well is using screens. Chris Bella setting some great screens for him and makes it very tough for Mike to fight through all of them.
Chris Webber, as the defense honored Coutinho Mobley, cutting off the pick, and it's now a 76-75 lead.
Yeah, that's what happens. One guy gets heated up, the defense overreacts to that player and leaves someone else open. Right now, Damon Stoudemire is the guy that's killing.
Oh, my goodness. Damon Stoudemire is on fire. 78-76.
Well, when you can score 54 in a game, you know you're a threat to score the ball.
14 in the quarter. Here's Mobley. And in and out. Mo Evans put back, and we're tied at 78.
Well, Mo Evans enters the game, makes a big play. Surprise, surprise.
Van Exel trying to shake free. And a foul. Mo Evans fouling Anderson. First in the last 2 minutes. And now coming into the Sacramento lineup, Darius Songaila and Kevin Martin. Bibby and Miller check out.
Will be a good, excellent education and test for Kevin Martin, the young rookie out of Western Carolina. He's going to be guarding Damon Stoudemire. Try to use I guess maybe a little switch now. Coutinho Mobley taking Stoudemire, and then Kevin Martin will then match up with Derek Anderson. That's a little better match. Coutinho Mobley, an excellent defender.
Travis Outlaw in. Evans right up into the face of Van Exel.
Well, we've seen Maurice Evans do a nice job on Stephon Marbury. So
Stoudemire, here's the rainbow. Rebounded by Evans. He was bumped. And now the Kings have a chance to take the lead into the fourth. Weber in traffic. Bad sequence there for Sacramento. And so the third quarter comes to a close. 78-78. And the Cat is strutting his stuff here tonight from Arco Arena. Coutinho Mobley had 2 at the half. He scored 13 in the third. And we've got 12 minutes left in a new ball game here from Sacramento.
Game Night on NBA TV is brought to you by Lamisil AT, advanced treatment for athlete's foot. This message is brought to you by Dell. Get more out of now with Dell. By Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. And by Bud Light. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
Evening, boys. Looks like you fellas are having some kind of party.
No, sir.
No party at all. See, we've had reports of referees taking people's Bud Light and replacing it with Miller Lite.
Oh, that's awful.
So wrong.
That's absolutely.
Yeah, it's bad. Listen, guys, I'm going to need to see a receipt for that Bud Light.
Jerry, you got that receipt?
Yeah, receipt. Yeah, I got it right. Run!
Some people will do anything to get the great taste of Bud Light. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
We got zebras on the run requesting backup.
It's jammed or something.
What are you doing?
Step back.
Please.
What are you doing in my car?
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly on Southwest Airlines with our $39 to $149 internet specials to 59 destinations nationwide. Purchased by February 3rd, only at southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
With lots of great deals, start off the new year with a new Dell. Like this complete Dimension desktop with the power and performance of an Intel Pentium 4 processor. It's yours for only $539. Plus, get a free CD burner upgrade. And right now, pay no interest until 2006 for well-qualified customers. It's only a click or call away. Get more out of the new year with Dell. Get more out of now. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
'78-78. Coutinho Mobley with 13 points in that third quarter. And it was Damon Stoudemire catching fire for Portland. Van Exel not a factor in that third quarter, but you better believe Damon Stoudemire was.
Boy, was he ever. Coutinho Mobley, Damon Stoudemire, really the stories in that third quarter for respective teams. Damon, again, 3 points in the first half, 14 in that third quarter. Kings have got to find a way to slow him down. Again, that clock malfunctions.
No, it's not. It's the Kings ball.
Oh, there we go.
Clock worked fine. It's the fact that the wrong team had the ball.
Well, Portland Trailblazers obviously trying to cheat there.
That's right. They should be penalized.
Should be.
All right, here's Kevin Martin, and they apply some pressure, and he gets it to Mobley. So it's Martin, Evans, Mobley, Singala, and Weber.
Going with a smaller, athletic team here.
It's the first time this lineup has ever been on the floor. In and out for Weber, and it comes to Kevin Martin. Here's the red-hot Coutinho Mobley. Nice pass to Martin. And Kevin Martin breaks the tie.
Well, the great hustle play inside by the Kings to keep the ball alive results in the lead right now. And, of course, Kevin Martin showing no rookie jitters at all. He's played well, seems like, every time he's got on the floor.
Bench really contributing here tonight for Sacramento. Anderson challenging Martin. And I'll tell you that Kevin Martin, he surprises a lot of veterans. They don't realize how good of a defensive player he is. Weber Weber. Martin, and what a follow by Kevin Martin.
I don't know what Chris was doing, but it worked out. Looked like he might have been a little out of control, but
a little bit?
Well, maybe a lot, but maybe enough that it worked.
And they're getting riled up here at Arco. It's 82-78. There's the defense by the youngsters.
Mo Evans and Kevin Martin really putting a mark on this ball game.
There's Katina Mobley, double team. Weber looking for help. Evans, yes. (84-78) timeout, Portland.
Want to beat athlete's foot? Let's try a little one-on-one. Lamisil AT versus Lotrimin AF. Use this, you have to use it for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. With Lamisil AT, 1 week and you're done. That's 4 times faster. Lamisil AT, advanced treatment.
Well, I was introduced to basketball pretty late, and there wasn't a lot of basketball being played in Wales when I was growing up. What a pass! Asking my husband if defense was the same as defense. Defense! Doesn't have the same ring, huh?
Whoa, where did he come from?
It's like some dance number flying through the air, you know, you really get a sense of how amazing it is. So yeah, I love it.
Want to beat athlete's foot? Let's try a little one-on-one. Lamisil AT versus Lotrimin AF. Use this, you have to use it for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. With Lamisil AT, 1 week and you're done. That's 4 times faster. Lamisil AT, advanced treatment.
Andre Hodges from our NBA TV studios from Key Arena. The Nuggets visiting the Supersonics and going inside for the big slam. Andre Miller and Marcus Camby hooking up. Camby coming off a 1-game suspension. Seattle up by 5, though. More third-quarter action. Luke Ridnour passes to Vladimir Radmanovich. Drives past Andre Miller and gets the lay-in. Seattle up 71-69 at that point. Right now it's a 72-69 lead for the home club. Let's get you back to Arco for the Kings and the Trailblazers.
Kevin Martin earning the trust of his head coach, Rick Adelman.
Kevin showed us in the summer he could defend. He showed us he could do a lot of things. So we knew what he could do. I think the only problem Kevin has sometimes is he has a tendency to float and not be aggressive in what he needs to do. And but since he's got a chance, he's been more and more consistent and when to take it, when not to take it, when to cut, when not to cut. But we knew we had a guy that was very alive and athletic, just needed to learn how to play hard all the time.
And Derek Anderson and Martin and Weber crash the boards, and it's Weber, 84-78. Make no mistake about it, the youth of the Sacramento Kings, along with Katina Mobley's offense here in the second half. In the difference, Martin had the ball knocked out of his hands with 15 on the 24.
Well, look at the bench tonight. Mo Evans, Darius Ngala, and Kevin Martin all coming up big, playing so effective in limited minutes. See Sebastian Telfair entering the game, the former high school legend out of New York.
Yep. Short, rebounded by Stoudemire. 9.5 left here in the fourth. And Anderson was fouled by Mo Evans before the move to the basket. Maurice Evans picking up the personal foul. First team foul for Sacramento here in the fourth. Second foul on Mo.
Well, Mo Evans likely to go down in Wichita, Kansas annals as one of the greatest to come out of that area, along with Antoine Carr and Darnell Valentine. Certainly could move right into the elite class.
Patterson gets right by Sangala. That's a very tough matchup for Darius.
Very tough. Just simply too quick, I think, for Darius. Going to have to give Ruben Patterson a little more room.
84-80. Bibby getting an extended rest as Mobley now handling the ball. And a foul called on Portland, and it's on Damon Stoudemire. Third foul on Stoudemire. There's Bibby, who will come in probably in another minute or two. First team foul on Portland here in the fourth. And now Van Exel being summoned by Mo Cheeks.
Well, to get Damon Stoudemire, give him a little rest.
Well, Van Exel has only scored 1 basket here in the second half after 18 in the first half.
And but that scares you to death, doesn't it?
It sure does. Nice pass, Sangala to Weber. And Weber making no mistake about that. 86-80.
Well, he just waited till Prisbilla took his fake and went by, and he used that power to throw it down. Chris Webber always aware of what's going on around the iron.
Prisbilla, 3 to shoot. Prisbilla, and the Kings right there to stop it. Martin, he's pushed, and no, but he'll go to the line. He was pushed in the back. Nice outlet pass as the speedy, athletic Kevin Martin caught up with it.
Now watch that. Here's a nice interior pass from Darius Sangala. C. Webb waits to Prisbilla, takes the fake, and then slams it down. Now watch C. Webb. A nice outlet with one hand, just perfectly placed. You see the push in the back. Kevin Martin not able to finish after the push, but another look from C. Webb. What a great outlet pass. I mean, not many in the league can make that play.
I want to tell you the McDonald's and Sports 1140 KHTK Kings for 3 ticket packs for the February 22nd Kings-Hawks game will only be available for sale at the McDonald's restaurant at 801 Oakdale Avenue in Modesto Wednesday, January 26th from 4 to 9. Call 916-45-KINGS or visit kings.com for complete information. Sangala gets the rebound. It's 87-80.
Great effort by Darius Sangala.
Weber around and in. And Mo Cheeks wants a 20-second timeout. Sacramento with their biggest lead. And Chris Webber now with 16. Sacramento 89, Portland 80.
Like to save big? No one makes it easier than Radio Shack. Our Big Easy clearance sale is easy to get to because it's right in your neighborhood. And the savings are easy to find with yellow tags on all clearance items. Your RC headquarters has savings of 25 to 60% on select radio-controlled vehicles, 25 to 60% savings on select educational toys, and more. It's big, it's easy, it's the Radio Shack Big Easy clearance sale. Come celebrate the savings. Radio Shack, you've got questions, we've got answers.
After the timeout, Portland gets the ball inbounds, and it's Nick Van Exel. And Van Exel to make it an 89-82 game. So the Blazers break the drought with 7 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Got a little pressure here.
And there's Van Exel coming up with a steal, and Van Exel now calls a timeout. And now Portland, Jerry, for the rest of the ball game, will only have 1 timeout left. That could be a real big factor. 7 minutes and 36 seconds left, and the Blazers down to just 1 timeout. 89-82. Sacramento with the lead, but Portland will have the basketball.
Like to save big? No one makes it easier than Radio Shack. Our Big Easy clearance sale is easy to get to because it's right in your neighborhood. And the savings are easy to find with yellow tags on all clearance items. Your RC headquarters has savings of 25 to 60% on select radio-controlled vehicles, 25 to 60% savings on select educational toys, and more. It's big, it's easy, it's the Radio Shack Big Easy clearance sale. Come celebrate the savings. Radio Shack, you've got questions, we've got answers.
This season, kids from Tualatin Elementary School spent the day reading books with their favorite trailblazers.
And remember that life's a great balancing act.
The Trailblazers are making a difference in the lives of kids in their community by sharing the joys of reading.
See them portraying themselves the way they do with reading and help support our position that reading is everything for these kids.
So join the Trailblazers. Open a book and read to achieve.
Andre Aldridge from our NBA TV studios. Want to remind you, more live NBA action coming up here Saturday night. The Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks from Phillips Arena. They'll tip things off at 7 p.m. Eastern from down in the ATL. Antoine Walker played at the Fleet Center last week and did pretty good against his old team, but the Hawks were not able to get the victory. So be sure to watch the Hawks and the Celtics right here Saturday night beginning at 7 Eastern. Now let's get you back to Arco for the Kings and Trailblazers.
89-82, we look at your Coors Light down cold dunk of the game. What else? Maurice Evans from the first half with authority.
Absolutely. You're seeing Mo Evans, better known as High Five. Number 5 taking it high. He is. Mo Evans, High Five with the throwdown dunk of the game.
Evans with 12 points, 5 rebounds. Portland with the basketball after the timeout. Again, they only have 1 timeout left. Interesting that Telfair would be in the game at this late juncture after not playing at all in the first half or the third quarter.
Certainly, they have a lot of confidence. This young guy, I think he can be a very good one as we see 2 straight hoops scored now by the Blazers. Going to see some pressure and trapping from these Trailblazers. Mike Bibby may have to reemerge here a little quicker than previously thought.
89-84. Weber against Prisbilla. Chris Webber with 18.
Well, Prisbilla just simply not quick enough to stay with C. Webb. Not able to get to the basket, but did get in there for an 8-10-foot fadeaway jump shot. C. Webb moving very well right now.
Nice job by Patterson to save that ball. Telfair to Prisbilla, and he traveled. Sacramento will get it back, leading 91-84. Portland with their 15th turnover.
Well, Sebastian Telfair, a nice little shovel pass. Prisbilla not able to handle it, just couldn't gather himself up. A little quick shuffle step, unfortunately, because of excellent pass off.
61% shooting for Sacramento here in this second half. Weber again. This time no good. Into the hands of Derek Anderson.
I think Chris Webber really there wanted to use the board.
Martin almost stole that ball. Again to the posting Ruben Patterson. Stolen. Here's the cat. Oh, and Mobley takes a spill. He'll go to the line for 2. Cuttino Mobley with the steal. And he'll try to make it 93-84.
Cuttino Mobley with an outstanding steal. We're used to seeing that in the fourth quarter. Patterson not aware of where Mobley was, and then here's the cat beginning to prowl, and Stoudemire has to take him down to save a sure layup. There you see the grab right at the basket. A good foul on Damon Stoudemire's part.
First trip to the line for Mobley. And Cuttino has 16. Brad Miller coming in for Sangala.
Well, a great effort by Darius Sangala has been real key in this ball game tonight. And you can do 4 out of 4 and produce 8 points in 17 minutes. I think that's solid work.
Yes, it is. And Theo Ratliff now comes in for Prisbilla. Theo Ratliff in this game with 10 rebounds along with 8 points. Sacramento 8 of 10 from the line here tonight. Not a lot of free throws by either team. The Blazers have only been there 8 times. And it's now 93-84.
Well, Rick Adelman likes what he's seeing with this lineup on the floor. Mo Evans and Kevin Martin giving him a lot of athleticism and defense. Really has challenged a lot of shots on the Trailblazers.
And Mobley with a quick hand knocks that out of bounds.
Well, I think Kings fans are starting to see that Cuttino Mobley can play some defense as well. Been a real factor. Obviously, everyone loved Doug Christie here for his defensive effort, but Cuttino Mobley proving that he can guard as well. Maybe differently, but an excellent defender.
And here's the dunk by Prisbilla. 93-86. Speaking of Doug Christie, he and the Orlando Magic beat Detroit tonight, and Doug had a nice ball game. Glad to see that.
Well, Doug's just a heck of a player.
Yes, he is.
Had a tremendous career while he was here.
And the Kings turn it over, just as you said, Jerry. Van Exel, here's a 3. No, you knew that was going in before he shot it.
Absolutely did. Cuttino trying to split the double team, wasn't able to, and of course allows Nick Van Exel to get out in transition. And the Kings killer Puts a big one in.
93-89.
Pitino upset, felt he got fouled there, but no call.
14 turnovers for Sacramento. Evans well short. And look out, Stoudemire's ahead of the field. Van Exel couldn't get it to him. And Mike Bibby now taking the warm-up off top of the screen. He'll come in at the next stoppage. 3 balls. Stoudemire, big miss right there. Comes right back to him. Now it's Van Exel. This from 25 feet away. And out of bounds to Sacramento. Oh, a big miss there by Stoudemire and Van Exel.
Now watch as Coutinho tries to split the double team, not able to. Looks like Theo Ratliff knocked the ball loose. Here's Nick. Says, this is as far as I need to go. And Nick said, hey, leave me open from 3. You're going to pay the price.
And a timeout with 4:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Sacramento 93, Portland 89.
Take a memo. Join me, Josh Bernstein, as each week I travel the globe in search of archaeology's greatest mysteries. Got that?
Digging for the Truth premieres January 24th on the History Channel.
Read that back to me.
I can help you with that.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Roddick, that is 1 seat on the flight there and
2 on the return flight. Thank you.
My life is about confidence. My card is American Express.
No matter what the sport, anytime athletes sweat, they lose more than just water. Gatorade puts back the sodium, potassium, and carbs all athletes need to perform at their best. Water does not.
Take a memo. Join me, Josh Bernstein, as each week I travel the globe in search of archaeology's greatest mysteries. Got that?
Digging for the Truth premieres January 24th on the History Channel.
Read that back to me.
With 6 points here in the fourth, Sacramento leading it 93-89.
Well, C. Webb has got his complete game going. See inside, gets Brisbella up in the air, and then with the throwdown hammer, C. Webb looks for Kevin Martin. Little ball fake, gets him a little space for the step-away jump shot. C. Webb has the stroke going. Now a little one-on-one move, gets into the paint, steps back, falls away, and knocks it down. C. Webb putting up big hoops. 18 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. C. Webb coming up big, as he almost always does.
Stojakovic back in. You see Portland with just 1 timeout remaining. Stojakovic's last basket, Jerry, came at the 8:09 mark of the first quarter. And he's with Miller, Weber, Mobley, Bibby. So Rick Adelman with the starting 5 on for the final 4:45 and a 4-point game. And a whistle. And that's the 4th team foul on Portland. The Blazers playing without Zach Randolph. He told me this afternoon that he thought he would be back Saturday. He's got a knee problem. And there's Darius Miles.
And of course Abdur Rahim. So that's the 3 big-time players not able to play tonight.
Brad Miller. And that's around and out.
Well, that's just a perfect shot for Brad. That thing was everywhere but in. Had a pretty good stroke on that one.
Van Exel, Stoudemire. The backcourt with Brisbilla down low. Ratliff and Patterson. A bad pass picked off by Miller. And here's Mike Bibby. Bibby looking for a big 3, and that's well off the mark. And Brisbilla has it. A lead for Patterson. 2-point game. 4 minutes left.
Well, the Portland Trailblazers fought right back in this ball game.
A 7-0 run, and Brad Miller will go to the line. A careless foul by Brisbilla, his 4th. And what's really careless about it is he put his team in the penalty. So Brad Miller to the foul line.
Well, here's the last pass. Damon Stoudemire ahead to a wide open Ruben Patterson, who gets the easy layup.
Yeah, it's amazing to me. Watch Brisbilla here with Brad Miller, but you know your team's got 4 team fouls, and you pick up fouls like that. Now you're given the chance for the Kings to score 24 from the line with a very good free throw shooter.
Well, a lot of that's inexperience. Certainly trying to play aggressive and physical, but as you said, certainly not a very good time and place.
Be sure and sign up for a new 20-week subscription to the Sacramento Bee today. You can receive an invitation to a Kings open house at Arco Arena. Call 800-2-THE-BEE for more information. 3:52 left, and it's 93-91 as Evans and Martin watch. And it's a three-point game. Van Exel with 18 in the first half, 6 in the second half. And you got to figure that he and Stoudemire will be your Portland offense for the final 3:40.
Well, they're using their big guys just to set screens for the guards and let them go create.
Knocked away. Kings come up with a big turnover. 18 turnovers for the Blazers. Peja open. Missed it. Did not catch it cleanly, and now the Kings with 10 to shoot get back into their offense.
Mike Bibby with a big man on him should be able to get space.
Weber 15 feet away. Nope, won't go. And Przybilla with the rebound.
Well, that play broke down when Peja Stojakovic not able to catch the ball cleanly. Would have had a good look at a three.
Oh, boy, Van Exel upset because Theo Ratliff should have been able to catch that and dunk it. I'll tell you right now, anytime Van Exel passes the ball like that, if you're the Kings, you got to breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's exactly right. All Theo had to do was catch it. It was a sure dunk. Both teams being a little fumble-fingered here the last minute or so.
Portland with 6 turnovers here in the fourth. Stojakovic downtown. Nope. And that rebound taken by Van Exel. So the Blazers with 2:35 left get it right back.
Yeah, neither team playing with a lot of confidence on offense now. Kind of struggling for clean looks.
Nice pass to Przybilla, and he's fouled. And Przybilla can tie the game at the foul line with 2:24 left. So the Portland Trail Blazers, despite being 6 games under 500, staying right with Sacramento.
Well, you see, here's Theo Ratliff wide open, and everybody rotates to him. That leaves Przybilla open, and Przybilla wise takes it straight up and strong.
He's a terrible free throw shooter at 47%. You got to watch out for wicked caroms, just like that. And it's last touch by Ratliff. Przybilla with 17 rebounds in this one.
Yeah, former high draft pick by the Milwaukee Bucks, and maybe I gave up on him a little too soon.
Tell you, it's a good thing to foul him anytime he touches the ball.
Yeah, he's got that Shaq-like touch almost.
Yep. Ratliff on Weber. 8 to shoot. Nobody moving, everybody watching. And how about Mobley? He got a hand on it, and Weber runs it down. And Chris is fouled by Theo Ratliff.
Well, Chris pretty fortunate there, trying to maybe do too much with the basketball and a little bit out of control, but fortunately for Chris was fouled right before he almost lost it. There you see going one-on-one. Ratliff pretty good position there.
So Chris Webber to the foul line, where Sacramento leads this one 94-93. Webber 2 of 2. Kings have missed 7 straight from the floor. Ratliff with a second. Kings have only committed 2 team fouls.
As you said, that could be a good strategy for the Kings if Przybilla gets the ball.
Yep.
Hack a Priz.
Now the Kings from the line in this game are 11 of 14. 95-93.
And see Webb showing you that excellent free throw stroke that he's developed over the last several years.
Kings' last field goal came at the 7:02 mark here of the fourth. Right now, though, it's 96-93.
Well, a little heat on the Blazers now. They really must score this trip.
Van Exel. Again to Przybilla, and see, that's where you got to foul him. I don't understand that. Why would you let that guy walk in and dunk the ball?
Well, I don't know either. Brad Miller had a great chance to foul him while he's on the floor.
96-95. Weber. Yes.
See Webb, no hesitation. Looks over at Gavin Gavin Maloof and says, money in the bank, knows nothing to worry about. I think Gavin was a little worried, but C. Webb wasn't.
And there's a whistle. And it will be the ball kicked by Sacramento, and so Portland will inbound the ball from the side.
C. Webb just a catch and shoot, looks over, get a little wink at Gavin Maloof and says, hey, I got this one.
98-95. There's Gavin Maloof, right to our right.
Definitely very much involved in this ball game.
Stoudemire, boy, what a quick change of direction and goaltending on Weber. 1-point game.
They're awfully close. C. Webb thought he maybe had it for its downward flight, but when a guy gets in that close, tough to call. You'll see Damon Stoudemire almost out of control. Probably the correct call, certainly from that angle, where you see C. Webb left the floor. Had to be coming down to hit it there.
Weber! Chris Weber has 24.
C. Webb has the stroke going. Blazers have to honor his driving ability, give him the outside shot, so he takes it.
Weber has 12 here in the fourth.
C. Webb coming up big down the stretch.
Fans on their feet. They double Patterson. And there was a foul called. That's only the first in the last 2 minutes. 33 seconds left.
So here's Chris Weber again. Open. Mike Bibby finds C. Webb. No hesitation. C. Webb just strokes it in. Making all the shots, all the plays.
Weber trying to get the crowd into it.
Better be ready here because Nick Van Exel, 3 down. You know he's a three-point threat. Damon Stoudemire, the exact same.
There he is. Stoudemire looking to tie the game. Short. Przybilla has it back for Stoudemire. Przybilla, and he played catch. This for the tie. Boy, the Kings get a break there. Van Exel downtown. Nope. 3 misses from beyond the arc. And now the foul on Theo Ratliff. 13.2 left. Well, I think that's a great foul there because you cannot allow. Look at Gavin Maloof down on his.
I think Gavin's
seat of his pants. Down he was saying, how do those miss? I mean, really, they all had good looks, Jerry.
Well, these are great shooters with good looks. Sometimes you can't make it, but everybody wants these Damon Stoudemire, Nick Van Exel to get open looks. They got them. They couldn't hit them.
Ratliff at the line. Nope, he's not a good free throw shooter as well. Theo Ratliff with one more upcoming. Ratliff on the year, just a 67% shooter.
Well, the Kings better focus on getting the rebound. Not a good free throw shooter. Ball comes off a little funny. And, of course, that's a tough thing about rebounding missed threes. They come off long and they come off hard sometimes.
Boy, this place had a fever pitch. I can't believe that's not a lane violation on Weber. Patterson. Van Exel, we're tied.
Well, when you can't rebound, very difficult to stop a team.
Did they say that was a two-pointer? I can't believe that. I thought Van Exel for sure was beyond the line. They have only put 2 on the scoreboard, and the Blazers want to talk it over with the officials. Now, that's clearly a 3 from that angle. And it is. They give him a 3. It's 100 to 100.
I've got ineligible beer on Scott, replacing his fresh Bud Light with Miller Lite.
Replacing what?
I'll take that. Thank you. Hey, man.
No, I don't want this beer.
Play beer!
Hey!
Some people will do anything to get the great taste of Bud Light. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
Did you get it all?
Sorry.
I can help you with that.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Roddick, that is 1 seat on the flight there and
2 on the return flight. Thank you.
My life is about confidence. My card is American Express.
Van Exel does it again, a 3-ball to tie the game at 100.
Well, the Trailblazers had all the chances they could possibly stand. Patterson gives Nick Van Exel one more look from the deep corner, and Nick the Quick wasn't going to disappoint again. You see the missed shot. You see Patterson inside of Brad Miller gets the miss, and there's Nick Van Exel clearly behind the line for the three. Kings simply could not rebound the basketball, had about 5 or 6 chances, which would have meant the game. Couldn't get it done.
Hey, when you give Van Exel and Stoudemire 4 threes in the final 30 seconds of the game, they're going to make at least one of those. I mean, that's the way it is.
And that's exactly what happened. Nick Van Exel, 28 points on 12 of 23. Now the Kings, 8.6 seconds. Certainly should get the last shot. Have a chance to draw a foul as well to get to the line. Most likely the ball will go through Chris Webber. You've got some excellent shooters here. Peja Stojakovic has not been a factor. Ruben Patterson has taken him out of the game. Coutinho Mobley or Mike Bibby would probably have the best chances of getting open.
Bibby. Webber from downtown. And we will go to overtime. The Blazers call a timeout, but there's only 0.3 of a second left. So we're going to play an extra 5 minutes here, barring a miracle by Portland. Webber trying to win it from beyond the arc.
Well, here's as Mike Bibby comes into Mike Bibby or to Brad Miller. Now, Mike has a pretty good shot here. Looks like the clock wasn't sure if he ought to take it right there. Then Webber, with the clock running down, does take a long shot.
Well, I'll tell you, there should be more than 0.3 of a second on that clock.
Another look. Brad Miller back to Mike Bibby. Certainly a great look at that point. Does not take it. Now the clock only 3 seconds. Webber does take the shot. And you see the rebound. Looks like 6 or 7 tenths of a second when the ball was rebounded. Where a timeout was called there or not, I don't know. See, Webb has a good look at the shot. Certainly been making from that near that range. On target, just a little off to the right. But Patterson comes up with a big rebound.
0.3 of a second left. You cannot catch and shoot in this situation. It has to be a tip. Well, the Blazers have to feel very fortunate that this game's going to go to overtime. And Sunday, the San Antonio Spurs with you. We'll have it for you on Comcast Sportsnet, 5:30 with the House Party Live, 6 o'clock tip.
Well, Kings have to be, as you say, be very well of just the tip type play. That's really about the only real opportunity. But certainly if this one gets away, you can lay it right to the defensive board.
Absolutely.
As we've seen on many occasions, Kings just simply a very poor defensive rebound.
And I really think some mental breakdowns when you have a Joel Prisbilla and you don't foul him. Again, you can't catch and shoot here. It has to be a tip. And that does it. So we will go to overtime. 5 more minutes, and that's no surprise when the Kings and Blazers meet. We've been talking about it through the telecast. They always seem to play close ball games. Tonight, no different.
With lots of great deals, start off the new year with a new Dell. Like this complete Dimension desktop with the power and performance of an Intel Pentium 4 processor. It's yours for only $539. Plus, get a free CD burner upgrade. And right now, pay no interest until 2006 for well-qualified customers. It's only a click or call away. Get more out of the new year with Dell. Get more out of now. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
Good news, men. Now we can sell our chimney caps directly to America. And we can get everything we need to make them from China. How are we going to do all that, then? FedEx will help us with all the shipping, even the complicated customs forms. What's wrong?
We don't have to give up our chimney sweep jobs, though, right?
Of course not. Don't be silly.
FedEx, helping take your small business to the world.
Well, we're going overtime. And here's the last play for the Kings in regulation. Actually, that was the shot by Webber before that. He's been making his shots in the fourth quarter. He had 2 makes, Jerry, and then, he missed the 3. So he's got a good stroke going as you look. I mean, the shot looks good, and then the three-pointer wide open, but he just missed it.
Yeah, just missed it. I mean, now here's a miss. It's maybe a foot or so further out, but the same stroke on the ball. Maybe challenged a little bit by Theo Ratliff, but overall, C. Webb has been making that shot, which got the Kings the lead and put them in position to win the game. Could they rebound a missed shot? They would have certainly had this game won, but weren't able to do it. I mean, the rebounding just simply let the Kings down. Blazers had about 6 rebounds on missed shots. The Kings couldn't get any of them.
Kings being out-rebounded in this game 50-35. And Van Exel with 28, including the game-tying three-pointer. Stojakovic has only scored 4 points in this game. He's taken 7 shots. He's only made 2.
Yeah, hasn't had very many good looks. Hasn't been able to catch the ball. Ruben Patterson has been the main reason. Just kept it away from Peja.
And they'll do it again. Remember when Ruben proclaimed himself as the Kobe stopper? Well, Kobe went out and scored 40 on him, I think, the next night. But he has been the Peja stopper this evening.
Well, nobody's a Kobe stopper every night.
No.
Some nights, you know, you might slow him down, or some nights Kobe might slow himself down. But great players find ways to score.
Portland's got to feel very fortunate right now that they're playing in overtime. They made a great comeback, and now it's Patterson against Stojakovic. Ruben Patterson now to Van Exel. Van Exel. And Van Exel makes it 102-100. Van Exel has 30.
Well, just getting into the paint, so creative once he gets there. Has a lot of ways to score the ball.
Stojakovic behind a Brad Miller screen. Patterson fought through it. Weber, top of the key. Miller and Mobley, and it's finally Patterson. Ruben Patterson with 10 on the 24. Here's Theo Ratliff. Nope. And Sacramento has it. Weber by himself. What a pass by Cuttino Mobley.
That was a beautiful look. Cuttino Mobley drew a lot of attention to himself. See Webb, for some reason, wide open and had the easy throw-down dunk.
And at the other end of the floor, the reason for the timeout, Theo Ratliff is in a lot of pain. Theo Ratliff at the other side of the floor in a lot of discomfort.
What Nick Van Exel, a little ball fake, gets him into the paint. Nobody comes to help. Brad Miller shows like he will see Webb, and then just a little hang time by Nick Van Exel to get the hoop. Now the great pass from Cuttino Mobley. Theo Ratliff hurt on the other end, and I think that's why I see Webb was wide open. Theo Ratliff not in the play.
And Theo Ratliff helped up. He's without one shoe, and I think he had a cramp the way the trainer was pushing on his toes towards, with his legs straight out. He was pushing on the toes and probably had a cramp in the calf.
Yeah, may very well be. Not has been hurt some, and then certainly playing big minutes already here tonight, 41 minutes.
Yeah, well, Theo Ratliff with 12 rebounds and 8 points. The Kings would not mind seeing him leave the game right now. Well, Sacramento winning yesterday in a very close ball game down in Los Angeles against the Clippers. They held on to win 89-83. The game before that, they won by 4, 99-95 against the Clips. And they're in a tight game tonight as we're in overtime. Well, again, that appears to be a cramp. The other game late tonight, Sonics Nuggets, also in overtime. So it's Weber, Stojakovic, Bibby, Miller, and Cuttino Mobley.
Well, right now the Kings really need to find some offense. See, Weber's the only guy that's been able to score here of late. Cuttino Mobley really hasn't had any clean looks either. So if the Kings can get Cuttino or Mike Bibby back in this offense, it's been very difficult to find Peja Stojakovic. Ruben Patterson has been very effective on him the entire game.
3:35 left in overtime. Fans in Sacramento and all over the country being treated to an outstanding game here tonight in Sacramento. And Stoudemire will go to the foul line and try to break the tie. Damon Stoudemire has not been to the line in this ball game.
Watch Damon Stoudemire working his way to the baseline. Little step through move. Able to lean in a little bit, and as Mike Bibby tries to catch up to him, draws the contact.
And unlike a lot of his teammates, Stoudemire is an excellent free throw shooter at 91%. And Stoudemire has 20. That foul on Mike Bibby was his 5th.
Well, Dame is one of those guys that's hard for anybody to guard, so quick, and certainly when he and Nick Van Exel both have the green light. I mean, they're kind of having offense now like they have two Allen Iversons out there, where the big guys just pretty much set screens and move the basketball and let the two little guys go to work, look for shots.
Van Exel has the green light as soon as he walks out of his hotel room. Stojakovic, here's the 3. Nope, and Peja now just 2 of 8. Wow.
Yeah, that didn't even have a good stroke to it. Of course, hasn't had many good looks. Probably a little bit surprised.
Now Van Exel, 10 on the shot clock. Alley-oop. Patterson mishandled it. Pass just a little out of his reach. Mobley is wide open. Mobley tees up a 3. Cuttino Mobley. And the Cat strikes again.
The Cat is on the prowl, boy. What a good look. And you wanted Cuttino not only to get the look, but to take the shot.
4th three-pointer of this second half for Mobley, and the Kings have a 1-point lead.
Now Thomas in the game. C. Webb knows he can cheat off him and help out wherever he's needed.
Nope. Przybilla, that's a good foul right there. That's an excellent foul by Sacramento. Do not allow Przybilla to score when he has the basketball.
Here's Mike Bibby looking ahead, sees Cuttino Mobley setting behind the three-point line, and Cuttino, no hesitation, buries it.
Mobley with his 3rd foul. Again, Przybilla, a terrible free throw shooter. He's 0 of 2 in this ball game. He's a 47% shooter.
Well, the big challenge for the Kings is, even if he misses it, can they get the rebound?
Wow. That is not very good. 13 feet from 15 feet away. And believe me, the second one's going to be a lot tougher.
Well, the fans getting into that. Right now, Joel Przybilla would love to be able to pick somebody to shoot this one for him.
Well, he is having a career night in terms of rebounds. Oh, how about that? Give the guy some credit. After shooting 13 feet to swish it on the second, that's a job well done, and it's 105-105.
Well, and he's having a career night.
Yep.
Certainly very much a factor in this ball game, maybe coming of age in this particular game.
Weber, nope. Miller keeps it alive. Weber, how about Miller to keep that ball going?
Well, the great hustle play of Brad Miller, you know, you almost come to expect it. Knocked it loose. There's C. Webb right at the rim for the finish.
Boy, you talk about Przybilla, career high points, career high rebounds, but right now it's Sacramento 107, Portland 105. Here's Stoudemire. Stoudemire with 5 on the shot clock. And again, we're tied. So Thomas ties the game at 107. Thomas in for Theo Ratliff, out with a cramp in the calf.
Well, James Thomas, the free agent pickup, came up big there.
And Przybilla fouls Weber. That's the first team foul, non-shooting. And the Kings will inbound. 1:26 left at overtime. Przybilla picks up his 5th foul. Well, what a game for Przybilla with 20 rebounds, 17 points, both career highs.
Well, you'd certainly like to see Joel Przybilla out of this game as well.
Stojakovic. He's been quiet, but a big basket there, and the Kings have the lead.
Well, showed some strength and toughness there. Peja right to the rack and powered it up through Przybilla.
First basket for Stojakovic since early first quarter. Three-pointer by Stoudemire, no good. Przybilla. Now it's Patterson. 21 rebounds for Joel Przybilla. Patterson spitting on Stojakovic. And the Kings, Blazers to the floor, and it's Bibby. Big turnover right there.
The Kings just need to keep their composure and get a clean look.
Here's Peja. Nope. And Stojakovic trying for back-to-back baskets. And now Portland in a 2-for-1 situation, and they'll talk it over. Timeout, Blazers. We have got a dandy here tonight from Arco. What a ball game. And Portland will have 19 seconds, and They have a chance for a 2-for-1 here, but there's 30 seconds left in the ball game.
Now watch Peja Stojakovic into Weber, right back to Peja, puts the ball on the floor with his left hand, goes past Patterson and powers it up through Przybyla. Przybyla knows that he has 5 fouls. Peja knows it as well, takes it up strong. Now Peja has a little confidence here. Again, the strength, takes it right to the basket. Maybe even got a little contact, but had them focused to finish the play at the hoop.
Obviously, the Kings cannot allow a 3 here because of what Van Exel and Stoudemire have done. Again, I mean, look at this. 6 of those 12 decided by 6 or less, 4 in overtime. And throughout the years, we get a chance to do every game, but there have been, I can't remember a series, maybe other than Dallas-Sacramento, that has been more entertaining over the years than Portland-Sacramento.
Yeah, really, if you want to go back all 20 years the Kings have been here, it may be Portland. There have been just great games, just almost a great rivalry. See Webb with his use that half hook. Now watch Brad Miller just crashing here and hustle and scrap and hustle, keep it alive. See Webb with his great skills, comes right to the basket, stays with the play, and finishes it. Now right now, if you're Sacramento, you probably wouldn't mind if Joel Przybyla got the ball, fouling him, because odds of him hitting 2 straight, I don't think are particularly good.
I would think not. Of course, you'd have to rebound the ball, which cost them the last time.
That's the part that scares you the most. You're probably a lot more concerned about Nick Van Exel or Damon Stoudemire hitting a 3.
Well, what a ball game tonight from Sacramento. Glad you're with us here on Comcast Sportsnet and our national audience watching it on NBA TV. Grant Napier and Joey Reynolds here from Sacramento in the first meeting of the year between the Kings and Blazers, coming right down to the wire in overtime. Derek Anderson, who just checked in, looking for Van Exel. A 3 from the corner, no good. Weber with a big rebound. And he is fouled, Chris Weber. Van Exel, tough shot, hit iron.
It was a very tough shot. Nick the Quick almost made that one. I think about 17,300. Heart stopped for a second. Damon can't get anything going. Przybyla can't get anything going. Derek Anderson penetrates, finds Nick Van Exel going into the corner, fakes, no space at all. And there's C. Webb with a good check out to get the rebound. But right now, C. Webb needs both of these free throws.
Weber 4 of 4 in the ball game. He's got 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Last 10 games, 89% from the line, so C. Webb has had the stroke going.
Everyone standing here in Sacramento.
And right down the middle for C. Webb. I tell you what, this is more fun than riding the tilt-a-whirl at the county fair, isn't it?
And Weber going to make life very difficult for Portland if he can make this. Perfect. Timeout, Blazers. And we'll keep it here, 111 to 107.
Well, C. Webb has come up big, as he almost always does. Really has taken over the game in the fourth quarter and then made all the big plays, or just about all the big plays here in overtime.
I'll tell you, this game is far from over when you have the Nick Van Exel on the floor.
Yeah, Nick might score 3 more threes. I mean, I've seen a guy who broke my heart too many times. So, as long as he's on the floor, you know you're in trouble.
LeBron James and the Cavs in town Thursday, a national game on TNT, and then San Antonio here on Sunday night.
Yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they?
They're pretty good. Yes, they are.
They got that Duncan guy. I think he's going to make it in this league. He's made the league, actually. I mean, what a great player. And San Antonio, just what a class team. Probably the best team in the league when you look at just all around, top to bottom, and consistency. Greg Popovich, one of the all-time great coaches in my mind. Never gets enough credit.
How about the Mavericks Wizards score tonight? 137 to 120. Dallas wins.
Yeah, they've been fun to watch. For them, we know the Dallas Mavericks, when they get it going, there's probably no team with as much firepower as they have.
Well, the Blazers are out of timeouts. And Chris Weber with another monster ball game. And how about the clutch free throws by Chris Weber?
Well, as you said, you look at those numbers, and what do they tell you? They tell he's one of the premier players in the league today, and has nothing to do with knee surgery. We're just talking about playing today. He's one of the best right now today in this league.
Patterson, and a foul on Peja Stojakovic. 9.2, so the Blazers will inbound the basketball.
Yeah, but the only thing you want to worry about now is you do not want to foul on a three.
Van Exel. And the Kings are going to win this game in overtime. 2.5 seconds left, and some more free throws upcoming down at the other end of the floor. So the Kings relinquish the lead late in regulation. Van Exel with a big three, but the Kings in overtime are going to prevail, and they're going to win their 26th game of the year against the 11 defeats.
Well, the Kings have really showed a lot coming back here to win this game. You got to give the Trailblazers a tremendous amount of credit. Come in here shorthanded. Really kind of a creative offense, letting the guards just pretty much play guard ball and then chase the misses, but they've been right there.
And Chris Webber, again, the free throw stroke looks as good as it ever has. 7 of 7 from the line. Sacramento 15 of 18 stripe.
Well, see, Webb is putting up the numbers and finishing up the Blazers. But this has been an extremely exciting game. Two teams, I think, both played very well in most of the stretches that were important.
And Patterson at the horn, and it's all over. In overtime, Sacramento behind Webber's 32 beats the Trailblazers. Van Exel had 30, and a happy Gavin Maluk. Sacramento in overtime, 113, Portland 107.